to Alex the Terrible.
Bare-knuckle Fighting Championship is presented by Bucked Up. Feel like $1,000,000. Here we are at Daytona Beach, Florida, where they flock here every spring for rock and roll. Welcome to Rockville Festival starts tomorrow, but it all kicks off tonight with Blood4Blood. Taking a look at some of the fights tonight, the Killa Taylor Starling against Sydney Smith. Kratos and Brock Walker, two heavyweights, will kick us off. And then, right in the co-main event, brutal Jake Bostwick, Roderick Stewart. That is going to be a banger. But none bigger than the main event, which is taking over not only the fight world, but the metal world as well. Frontman for Slaughter to Prevail, Alex the Terrible, taking out PBR bull rider Delano. Two 1-0 bare-knuckle fighters ready to shed some blood tonight. And now, Jose, let's talk about the bands.
Cyrus, first up we got from Russia, frontman Alex Terrible and his band Slaughter to Prevail. They are one of the biggest bands in heavy music today. So stoked to have them here at Blood4Blood, man. And then up next we have a band from Louisiana, super sludgy, super famous, been around since the 90s. Came up with the guys in Pantera, Crowbar, bringing their sounds here to Daytona Beach. And then we have a new band from the UK called Malevolence. They're an amazing band. They're one of the biggest played bands on liquid metal. Very excited to have my mates here from Malevolence. And then we have, last but not least, Father Zakk Wylde and his band Black Label Society. They just put out a new album a few weeks ago, Engines of Demolition. And you know Zakk Wylde as a guitar player for Ozzy Osbourne, man. And I know that Zakk and Black Label Society are so stoked to be here.
Oh, baby! Welcome to the Ocean Center, where it all goes down tonight. 4 bands, 4 brawls for the very first time. It is Blood4Blood, Daytona Beach. Cyrus V's Mr. 100, introducing to you our metal ambassador, Jose Mangan, and my man. What an incredible night it is going to be. Of course, you're like the godfather of Sirius XM when it talk about metal. But here you are in bare-knuckle heaven. It's just Blood4Blood. What's this all about?
This is the perfect combination, Cyrus, of an event that we needed for metal music. Our heaviness, our bands coming together with bare-knuckle fighting. It is a match made in hell, and I can't wait to see it. The energy in this place is so infectious and so crazy. I've never been a part of anything like this, and I love it so much, brother. I'm getting goosebumps just being here with you. I'm very proud, man.
Listen, we get to go to so many incredible atmospheres with crazy crowds, but really none of the better than Sturgis. We're going to go back to Sturgis August 8th at the Buffalo Gym for the 3rd time in a row. We truly kick off this festival right. That being said, bro, we are opening up for Megadeth. Are you kidding me?
Cyrus, so when I found out that bare-knuckle Fighting Championship was going to be there at Sturgis with the almighty thrash band Megadeth, come on now, it's so perfect.
Absolutely incredible. We got our first performance about to come up. We got our first fight after that. Right now, let's send it down to our ringside commentary crew. Sean Wheelock, Chris Lytle. Gentlemen, are you ready to rock?
Absolutely, Cyrus. Chris, our main event set for the light heavyweight division from Russia. Alex the Terrible, he's the lead singer of Slaughter to Prevail. First he will be performing, then he will be fighting. This is his BKFC debut, but he has had 3 bouts in the sport of bare knuckle. His opponent from South Carolina, he's a professional bull rider on the PBR circuit. He's 1-0 in BKFC, Cameron Delano.
Yeah, Sean, what a fight. I mean, Alex has had fights before, however, never has he performed right before. And I've watched people perform on stage. They give it their all. They come out drained at the end. How can he do that and then fight afterwards? We're going to find out. Is he going to have to pull back from the performance? Is he going to pull back here? I don't know, but him coming out and doing that, that's madness, it's craziness, and I can't wait to watch it.
Chris, you have tonight's fight odds there presented by Bet Online.
Okay, we have a lot going on here. Thanks to me, the only one that really makes sense at -250. You want to pick a close fight, probably take Bostwick. That might be a good bet.
Alpha Nicotine Pouches presents the unified rules of bare knuckle fighting, administered this evening by the Florida Athletic Commission. There is no 3 knockdown rule. All kicks, knees, and elbows are illegal, as are all takedowns and submissions. 4 BKFC bouts, 4 live music performances. Cyrus, it's go time.
Oh, it 100% is, and I'm up on the stage. I'm actually a little bit nervous because when the speakers go and this band, Slaughter Prevail, gets on the stage, they are going to absolutely blow me into the crowd. Absolute insanity. But the first fight you're going to see tonight is the heavyweights. It is going to be Kratos for the very first time in the BKFC, taking on Brock Walker. That's going down, but to get us ready for our first performance, let's go to our medal ambassador, Jose Mangan.
Daytona Beach, what's up? Let me hear you, Blood for Blood! Oh my goodness, man. It's so cool to be here. My name is Jose, Medal Ambassador Mangan from SiriusXM. Proud to be here hosting this. Proud to be hosting Welcome to Rockville this weekend. But right now, we have 4 bare knuckle fights, and we have 4 killer freaking bands. Black Label Society, Malevolence, Crowbar, and the first band coming up on stage needs no introduction, but hell, I'll do it anyways. All the way from Russia, one of the biggest bands in heavy music today, and the lead singer is fighting in the final bout tonight. Please, Daytona Beach, the world, give it up for Slaughter to Prevail!
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Alex the Terrible. Alright, Daytona Beach. What the fuck is up, Daytona Beach? We are Slaughter To Prevail, and tonight we're fucking performing, and after that we're gonna do a fucking bare-knuckle fight. It's a fucking historic shit. It's fucking crazy. It is crazy. But before that, I wanna spread a good message into this world. I will take this opportunity and spread a good message from these fucking stages all the time. All right. Every time, everyone wants to change this world in a good way, because this world is a fucking tough place to live in. Sometimes it's fucking horrible. And I believe that if you want to change something in this huge fucking world, you better start with your fucking self, you fucking idiot. Take this fucking responsibility on your fucking shoulders. Stop blaming each other. Stop blaming fucking situation and all this shit. Take it in the fucking hands. Work on yourself. I was a completely different person 15 years ago. I almost fucking died because of the drugs. And right now, look at me. I'm having a fucking beautiful life because I start to change myself first of all. I start to look at the side of me. That's the most important thing in our fucking life. See into the fucking mirror every single fucking time. See what you're fucking doing, what you're thinking of, what you're saying, and all of this shit. We have one more song for you tonight. It's called Behelit. Who watched this anime called Berserk? That's fucking shit. It's this shit. Let's do this shit. Yo, people, listen up. After that, we're gonna see a fucking fight that's gonna fucking bring this fucking energy. They're gonna fucking kick some fucking asses. And no matter what, lose or win, we fucking living our fucking soul and the fucking heart into this fucking ring in the big FC. Blood4Blood is gonna be a fucking historical shit, baby. Let's fucking go! Florida, thank you.
Oh my goodness, what a rush! The Ocean Center here in Daytona Beach, Florida. Slaughter to Prevail absolutely killed it tonight. Kicking off Blood for Blood. Coming up later tonight, more bands, more brawls. We are here in beautiful Daytona Beach, Florida. This is Blood for Blood, and it's brought to you by Bucked Up, feel like $1 million. Bet Online, Arsenal Strength, and Black Craft Film. Here we are right here on the East Coast, here in Florida. It is Rockville, about to kick off tomorrow and all weekend long. But coming up next, and coming up later on tonight, our main event. There's one half of the main event right there. PBR rider, social media star Cameron Delano. He is 1-0 in bare-knuckle fighting, and he is a bad, bad man. He's ready to upset and take out Alex the Terrible tonight. And there he is. You just saw him on stage, rocking it out, giving everything. Alex the Terrible, straight out of Russia, 1-0 bare-knuckle fighter, and of course, frontman for Slaughter to Prevail. It's never been done before. He just put on an incredible set, and he is going to be in your main event tonight here at Blood for Blood.
Thursday, June 4th, it's BKFC Fight Night Hollywood. In the main event, the popular bare-knuckle fighting OG Julian Lane meets the rising force known as Bryce Henry. Experience versus a warrior who hasn't tasted defeat. In the co-main event, the 7-1 Gogo Slaveski looks to keep his momentum alive when he fights the relentless Johnny Tello. It's the world's most exciting combat sport, Bare-Knuckle Fighting Championship. Watch the raw, unfiltered combat live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com. Friday, May 22nd, the world's most exciting combat sport, Bare-Knuckle Fighting Championship, returns to Coachella Valley. Live from Acrisure Arena in Palm Desert. Watch pro boxing champ Jamal Herring attempt to win his first bare-knuckle world title against the undefeated Nate Maness. Lightning fast action and knockout power you have to see live to believe. Anything can happen. Avoid the sellout. Get your tickets now at bkfc.com. That's bkfc.com.
Here we are inside of the Ocean Center here in Daytona Beach. But on May 22nd, we are going to be back in Palm Desert for an incredible championship event.
A world title bout leads our top 4 fights. They are presented by Ball Boys.
And Sean, fantastic fights, grumbling, constant. But I'm really excited about Cody Vidal, calls himself the Knuckle Maniac. We've had Joey Escobar, he's just been phenomenal for us so far. That is a huge main event. However, the main event, Jamel Herring, former world champion boxing, Nate Maness, UFC star. This is a phenomenal card.
That's BKFC 89 live in Palm Desert, California, Friday night, May 22nd. Bout number 1, BKFC Blood for Blood. It's in the heavyweight division. The numbers presented by Blackcraft Films for Kratos versus Brock Walker.
Okay, Sean, that first fight, Kratos, you can see 3 inches taller, but also with that 4-inch reach advantage. Walker's got to work to get inside. He thinks he's got a great chin. Let's see. He's going to test it tonight.
Brock Walker made his BKFC debut December 2024. He defeated Chino Bloom by 4th round KO.
And Sean, I talked about him believing in that chin, and he had to display it on this night. He got hit several times, just continued to walk through those punches. Said that's what he was going to do. Everybody says that, not everybody follows through. He did. Waited for his time, and look at that fantastic body work. He started throwing good hard body shots. Came in, had a cut over his eye, dealt with adversity, still pushed the pace the entire time. Like I said, he believes in his cardio. He believes in his toughness, his durability. He thinks he's going to come in and do the same thing tonight.
Brock Walker enters promotionally 1-0 in BKFC. Overall, this will be Walker's 5th bout in the sport of bare knuckle. He has had 2 in pro boxing, 1 in pro Muay Thai. In our fighter meeting, Brock Walker told us, "I want to make this an inside fight. I believe in my durability. Walker is naturally left-handed. He said, I'm going to mainly fight orthodox. I want my power in my lead hand."
But to get inside, Johnny, he needs to bob and weave, be smart to get in. Utilize his speed, his movement, but the thing is, he is willing to brawl when need be.
Of his opponent in this heavyweight bout, the Russian Kratos, Brock Walker said, "I think that he will continually use heavy pressure forward. I think that he will, quote, try to smother me in the clinch." Walker said, "I have to time my uppercuts as Walker rushes forward."
This was a very important fight for him. He said he's really been wanting to fight for us more. He really wants to prove he belongs not only in this sport, but in this #1 promotion in the world.
Walker also told us in our fighter meeting, "I think that Kratos wants to brawl. I am absolutely willing to oblige."
Make sure, he said, that he's in there, he's being smart, he's using his heart, and he breaks his opponent.
Walker said, "Heavy overhands, use my speed, use my power." From Russia, Sergey Kalinin, better known to the fight world by the name Kratos. This is Kratos' bare-knuckle fighting championship debut. He enters having had 10 previous bare-knuckle bouts, as well as 12 as a professional in mixed martial arts. Kratos told us in our fighter meeting, "I pride myself on being an extremely aggressive fighter. I want to record the knockout. I will not be satisfied if I win a decision, and I will absolutely take big risks to record a vicious knockout."
So just like his opponent, both guys believe they can take a punch. Says he's a tank. He comes in real power in both hands. Feels like he's even throwing his jabs with bad intent.
Kratos is naturally right-handed. He told us in our fighter meeting, "I will keep switching stances. I'm going to land power punches in both orthodox and southpaw, and I will keep moving on angles."
Not only that, he will clinch his opponent. Feels like he's going to be stronger. Move him off balance and throw some devastating power shots.
Of his opponent in this heavyweight bout, Brock Walker, Kratos said, I respect his toughness, I respect his durability, but Kratos said, I will be much faster than Brock Walker.
I asked him what he needed to do, what was his key to winning this fight. He said, I'm going to control everything.
Russia versus the United States in the heavyweight division. Kratos versus Brock Walker. To get us started, we go inside the ring to the always outstanding Jeff Houston.
Hello, hello, hello! Daytona Beach! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Ocean Center. For the very first time, the world of heavy metal collides with the world of bare-knuckle fighting as we bring to you the most violent 2 minutes in combat sports. Ladies and gentlemen, Danny Wimmer Presents in association with Bare-Knuckle Fighting Championships. Welcome each and every one of you to Blood4Blood! We are set for our opening fight of the night, scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the BKFC Heavyweight Division, presented to you by Blackcraft Films. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner, tonight he wears green and orange. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. His official weight, 213.6 pounds. His overall bare-knuckle fighting record stands at 2 victories opposite a single defeat. Fighting out of Big Stone Gap, Virginia, here is Brock Alpha Dog Walker! And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight, he wears black in animal fur. He stands an even 6 feet tall. His official weight, 213.4 pounds. His bare-knuckle fighting record stands at 6 victories opposite 4 defeats, and tonight makes his official BKFC debut. Fighting out of Yekaterinburg, Russia. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Kratos! And our referee in charge of the action, Chris Young.
Joining us on commentary for this fight is Brian Storm, host of Rock Feed and hardcore BKFC fan.
Thank you so much for having me here. This is an incredible moment, and what an extraordinary event.
Both fighters up to scratch, standing 3 feet apart. Round number 1. Immediately forward off from scratch in the green trunks is Brock Walker. And down with the left hand goes Brock Walker. Kratos in the black and red trunks, landing that check left hook. There's the mandatory 8 count given to Brock Walker by referee Chris Young.
And Walker was talking about he's never tasted the canvas. Let's see how he reacts.
Kratos heavy to the inside on the overhook. Short right hand, huge right uppercut. He's down. Number 2.
Oh. Walker up quick. He's got to be careful. Take your time. You don't need to jump up so quick.
Walker taking the mandatory 8 count for the second time in round 1 from Chris Young. He's cut in his left eye. Kratos right back to the inside, right back to the halftime point, right back to the uppercuts, and knockdown number 3.
Now he's taking his time. Now he's waiting. Now he's being smart. Okay. He needs more movement. He can't come straight forward and try and fight this man if he's fighting at this point. Kratos is just going to do the same thing.
And he is busted open right now terribly.
Knockdown number 4. That is it. Game, set, match. Kratos.
And the referee has seen enough.
Unbelievable, and this has been such an insane camp for Kratos. He's been on the road touring with Alex Terrible. You can see the bond they have. Alex fighting in the main event tonight, here to support his brother from the same hometown from Russia. What a finish tonight.
Brian, you're a serious BKFC fan. You know as well as Chris Lydell and I do. Kratos just put on one of the best debuts in BKFC history.
Unbelievable, and to see the preparation. Look at this power.
Just using that half-tie plum, overhook, getting it inside. People talk about not really understanding what you can do in the clinch. That that's a perfect example. Get inside and land the power shots. Here's your final aim of this good right hand to the body that did damage. Just net throwing hard shots, another body shot that really takes it out. And bare-knuckle did a couple little shots on the inside, that's all she wrote.
Brian, in our fighter meeting, Brock Walker told us he wanted to make this an inside fight. It was an inside fight, but fully dictated on the inside by the Russian Kratos.
Insane power on display here from Kratos, and when you see he is on tour with Slaughter to Prevail, and they're superstars in the metal world, but when you have someone like Kratos on the road with you, you don't need security.
Sergey Kalinin, known in the fight world as Kratos, now known as 1-0 in BKFC.
His 11th fight, 7th win, Sean. I really hope we continue to have this guy fight for us, because, man, he looks like he's going to be a factor.
Brock Walker is always game. He exploded forward off of scratch, but right into the game of Kratos. Kratos told us, I've had 12 pro MMA fights. I'm extremely confident in the clinch, and he showed that throughout.
Absolutely. I mean, utilizing that clinch, that's where everything was really landed from. He threw a couple good right hands to the body. Besides that was all clinch work. I'd like to see him fight more outside and see how complete he is. But, man, if you can get inside with that kind of damage, why fight outside, I guess?
Brian, so often in our fighter meetings, fighters will tell Chris and myself, I have knockout power in both hands. Kratos said that, and he showed it.
And Kratos, this is such a bright future for him in the BKFC. Already made himself a star. They brought him out on stage every night on tour with Slaughter to Prevail. And this is incredible.
We go to Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Chris Young, steps in calling to stop to this fight at 1 minute 6 seconds, round number 1. For your winner by TKO, he is Kratos!
All right, standing by with the winner, Alex Terrible. Can you come on over here, my friend? I want you to translate. Kratos, congratulations on this victory. You brought the heat. You brought so much firepower, and he could not handle it. Was that the plan the whole time? Bring the heat, put him away in the first round.
Короче, это был твой план, когда ты вот шел на него вперед, агрессивно работал там и так далее.
Конечно, я хотел посмотреть, что он умеет, что он может, но он дал мне подарок. Он сразу начал со мной рубиться. А я люблю рубиться!
So he wasn't sure what he's gonna do because he was to try to learn him, but he made a gift for him because he started to push him so hard, and he's very aggressive in this game, so it's just a gift for him.
So I have to ask you, what is your message to the rest of the heavyweights, the rest of the cruiserweights in the BKFC going forward? What is your message to them as you stay here with the BKFC?
Какое давай послание, да?
I kill everybody, yeah. My bad English, sorry, guys.
Absolutely incredible. Alex, I gotta ask you, you just got off stage, had a killer performance. Then you come out here and watch your boy get a knockout. You got to fight in the main event tonight. What is going through your mind right now as you get ready to step into the BKFC ring?
I'm living in the Matrix then, and it's surreal for me. I'm very happy for my brother. He's my best friend right now, and I'm very happy that it's going on. Like, I don't know. Sorry for my English, it so fucking sucks, but I'm so fucking happy because my brother won, and I'm gonna do the fucking thing tonight. Yes.
Oh my God, Daytona, make some noise for Kratos and Alex the Terrible.
All right, Sean, the Russian invasion is going to look like Kratos came and took care of business. He looks like he could be the real deal. I can't wait to see him. I can't wait to see Alex fight.
Brock Walker is an accomplished bare-knuckle fighter. He entered 1-0 in BKFC. This was his 5th bare-knuckle bout overall, but one-way traffic in his bare-knuckle fighting championship debut for Kratos. The Russian recording 4 knockdowns all on the inside to the finish. The winner by way of round 1 TKO, Kratos defeats Brock Walker.
Friday, May 22nd, the world's most exciting combat sport, Bare-Knuckle Fighting Championship, returns to Coachella Valley. Live from Acrisure Arena in Palm Desert, watch pro boxing champ Jamel Herring attempt to win his first bare-knuckle world title against the undefeated Nate Maness. Lightning fast action and knockout power you have to see live to believe. Anything can happen. Avoid the sellout. Get your tickets now at bkfc.com. That's bkfc.com.
Here we are, Daytona Beach, here in the Ocean Center. We saw our first band, we saw our first brawl, and this crowd is absolutely bloodthirsty. More bands, more brawl. It's Blood for Blood. We got our rock correspondent about to stand by here, folks, and this is just a vibe. I didn't know what to expect. I've never been to a metal show in my entire life. Now, I've been to a lot of BKFC shows, and I know the energy that we bring. Well, guess what? This combination with metal, it might just blow the whole world up. Blood for Blood. We got Brian Storm, our metal correspondent, standing by with a legend of the game. He's performing tonight, Zakk Wylde.
For having the BKFC app on your phone. So make sure
we are here tonight with the great, the legendary Zakk Wylde.
Oh my, what are you doing? Well, it's always good to see you, man.
It's always good to see you. Zakk Wylde performing later tonight with Bare-Knuckle Fighting Championship, Black Label Society here, the new record, Engines of Demolition out everywhere now. How does it feel to be at your first BKFC event?
It reminds me of my high school. There was a pub called the Brookwood Bar and Grill. It's very much like this, except there was, there's no booze here. So I mean, well, in the ring, anyways. But no, this is pretty amazing. It's awesome.
And we know how much of a fight fan you are, a pro wrestling fan. This is the first ever Blood for Blood. It's an honor to have you here. What do you think about this event so far, being in the building tonight?
Well, it's an honor to be part of it. I mean, no, it's just great. I mean, it's combining everything that we love. Heavy music and boxing and fighting and bare knuckle fighting, and WWE. I mean, and the insanity. So no, it's great. I think it's awesome.
One of the things you know about Zakk Wylde is before every show he does the stage walk, the love for combat sports, the love for wrestling. Talk about what this world outside of metal means to you.
Well, yes, the Ultimate Warrior. So the ultimate stage walk. So we have for all the gigs. I also use that stage walk and the Warriors music when I go into the bedroom with the immortal beloved into the Black Label Blood for Blood Love Dojo, so yeah.
Well, this performance tonight, Black Label Society getting up on stage, what can the fight fans here who have never seen you before expect?
A lot more dancing than we usually do, but no, it's just going to be pure Black Label stuff, There's going to be some more toe tapping involved as well.
You recently released your powerful tribute to Ozzy Osbourne, Ozzy's song. The reception has been incredible to the new record. Talk about what it means to you to still have that strong fan support all these years later in your career.
Well, it's because Oz is the best. He's the greatest. Everybody loves Oz. Everybody here. So, yeah. No, without a doubt. I mean, Ozzy's the greatest, and he always will be.
And tonight, in this main event, tell me, who do you think is going to win tonight with Alex Terrible, Cameron Delano?
I'm friends with Father Alex and everything like that, so obviously I'm pulling for him because, I'm buddies with him. But I think all the guys here, they're all amazing, man. I mean, everybody here. You're going to be stepping into that ring.
Well, we are here. It's an honor to have Zakk Wylde, the legend, about to perform at Blood for Blood.
Thank you so much, Brian. What an incredible honor to have Zakk Wylde in the house here, the Black Label Society. Basically our main event for the bands tonight. You know, this is such an incredible vibe here at the Ocean Center. So many great moments have happened here. So many incredible musical performances. It's funny because Zakk Wylde brought up professional wrestling. And while this is not professional wrestling, not one bit, at one point, one of the biggest moments in professional wrestling happened right here. This is when Hulk Hogan, the late great Hulk Hogan, joined the NWO. This happened right here when they filled the ring with trash, and he joined Kevin Nash and Scott Hall and joined the NWO. That happened in this arena. So many historical moments as we get ready for one of the best festivals in all of rock and roll music. Welcome to Rockville. Man, this is so special. Fantastic stuff here all around. Now you look at the fight still coming up. We got Taylor Starling coming up here, and we know every time she steps inside our squared circle, it's a movie. She brings the violence. That's what she does. It's her brand. But she's going against somebody with the most badass stare in all of combat sports. The Sundance stare from Sydney Smith is like nothing I've ever seen. She deserves to be here at a heavy metal concert because she eats, sleeps, and breathes bare knuckle. That's just one of your incredible fights. Brutal Jake Bostwick, another absolute killer, has been part of some of the most nasty, crazy brawls in BKFC history. Him and Roderick Stewart is going to be a brawl to remember. And now we have a new player in the heavyweight division with Kratos. So many things are happening, all leading up to, of course, the incredible main event. But let's move forward. Let's think about what's going on with the BKFC because we got to go somewhere from here. The next time we are live, it is going to be in Palm Desert, California. It'll be our second time in that incredible arena there in Palm Desert, and it is going to be a big one, a championship bout. Jamel Herring, Nate Maness going for the Bantamweight Championship. That's the next time we're going to be live. It'll be live on the BKFC app. That May 22nd is going to be a very special night. We'll go across the pond May 30th to the UK for the debut of Darren Till in the BKFC. That is a long-awaited debut. We know he's fighting Aaron Chalmers, but I think everybody is wondering, are we going to get the Mike Perry, Darren Till matchup that we've been waiting for? That is May 30th. We'll be back in Hollywood, Florida, June 4th. Another incredible night of fights as well. Go to BKFC.com. Take a look at the app. That's where you can find tickets, how you're going to watch it, and how you continue to follow the most badass, the most violent, the most exciting combat sport in the world today, Bare-Knuckle Fighting Championship. But still here tonight, we are getting ready for an incredible performance. Crowbar is about to throw down on our stage. And as they get ready to get it down here on the stage, May 22nd, as I said, Palm Desert. This is the road to Palm Desert. Let's take a look at the incredible athletes on May 22nd.
Nate Mayhem Maness, and I'm fighting out of Henderson, Kentucky, Mayhem MMA. I've been fighting most of my life. I got started at 18. I'll be 35 this year. So fighting's pretty much been my life. I think the only thing that can make things better is adding this BKFC title. I've never been like much of a kicker. I do have a brown belt in jiu-jitsu, but it was never really my style to take guys down and try to submit them and things like that. It's not even the fighting or, trying to win. I love being in a war too. My will against yours, not just necessarily skills. Who's going to come out on top, and that really excites me.
Jamel Simmerby Henry, Quorum, New York, Long Island. To me, Nate Maness is a gritty, respected opponent. Anyone coming from MMA background, is tough. I believe Nate will be my toughest test to date, but that's the mindset that I go in with every fight. I believe every fight is always going to be a tough, tall task. Nate, we basically bring around the same numbers in terms of physical attributes. I think it's all going to come down to experience and ring IQ at the end of the night.
I'm used to the smaller gloves and not being able to protect the same way. I'm used to the dirty boxing, grabbing a hold of your head and arms, throwing you around a little bit. I'm not sure how his cardio will play into that kind of grappling kind of aspect of the striking, whereas I know mine will feel pretty good. So I think there's a lot of questions to be asked and be answered that night.
If this fight goes into deep waters, respectfully, I'm not going to be the one that's breaking first. I mean, again, I've been in deep waters in my personal life, in the Marine Corps, so, you know, honestly, fighting for me is therapeutic. I feel like fighting is more mental than physical. So when he sees that, like, unlike his last 2 opponents, respectfully, that I'm not going away, he's gonna have to dig real deep into his bag to figure out, okay, he has to go to plan B, C, or D to even deal with me after a certain point in that fight.
I think he's really accomplished. I think he brings a really big resume. I think he brings a lot of skills. I don't think it's gonna be an easy fight. The best fighter doesn't always win, and that can go both ways. It's who's on, who's had the proper training camp and weight cut, and replenishing that weight. I just gotta go in there and beat him, and that's really all there is to it.
If I'm Nate, he's probably thinking, okay, I can't outbox him, so I'm gonna have to probably win by knockout. And that's what makes the fight even more intriguing, because he's definitely gonna come, you know, to definitely take me out before the 5th round even comes. For this training camp, I've honestly been doing the same thing I've been doing over the past 20-something years with training camps, and that's just being me, listening to my team and trainers, working on a game plan. It's more of just doing homework on the opponent rather than changing so much what I normally do in a training camp.
I think it's easy for me to think that he's not completely taking me serious, at least not to the extent that I think he should for a world title fight. Boxers have always had this thing with MMA guys in their hands, and, you know, we're not on the same level they are. I like to say that this isn't boxing, this is fist fighting, and I can fist fight with anybody in the world. On May 22nd, I beat him. I don't want to say smooth coasting, but I think this is the fight. Everything else will just continue to show the dominance.
Okay, so this is a true story from the Alp archives. Actually, this happened a week ago today. Sitting having coffee with my wife, my hot blonde wife, and she throws in an Alp, 9 milligram tropical fruit, and she looks me straight in the face and says verbatim, "I can't believe there was a time when I didn't have Alp. Thank you for making it." She actually said that to me. Alp, she'll thank you for it. Get some at alppouch.com.
This is combat sports. The grind that tests your body, your mind, your will. Every roll, every choke, every drop of sweat, it's earned. On the mat, there are no excuses. Just pressure, struggle, and the fight to keep moving. Champions aren't built in the spotlight, they're built here. Where toughness meets discipline, where confidence is forged. Ball boys, built for the fight, fueled for greatness.
My new boyfriend. So sweet. Look what he just sent me.
Ooh, that's a lovely view.
Huh?
What are you two looking at?
Tip pick.
What did you say?
Tip pick. Tickets to the show with no hidden fees.
TickPick, the only major no-fee ticket site with the same seats at better prices.
In the fight, recovery is everything.
Beyond mindset, beyond muscles, they work on that deeper frequency.
After just one track, my thoughts carry more weight.
They recalibrate my whole system.
Elevate your game.
Like a mental reset button.
They synchronize my brainwaves.
That's why I use Rasha.
Real champions use Rasha. Own your excellence. Rasha Scalar Sonic headphones.
There I was, enjoying my flight. No food, no energy, but suddenly I found bucked up energy drinks and protein drinks that were insanely delicious. I wasn't just surviving, I was thriving. But, like all good things, my time on the island was coming to an end. Although I missed that island, I still feel like $1,000,000.
Daytona Beach! Fight fans! Metal fans! Yeah! Here we are united, blood for blood. Man, holy hell. Give it up for Slaughter to Prevail! Oh man, this is blowing my mind right now. I can't believe there's so much metal and there's this bare knuckle fighting. Give it up for fucking Kratos! Yeah! Oh man, we still have Black Label Society and Malevolence, and right now, on the stage all the way from Louisiana and bringing their swampy metal sounds here, this is Crowbar! What you've learned, we're like a catapult. Load the cannon when you need to fire. Oh, I know the way of the earth. Just learn to take the step. Go. Don't walk away, don't let your weakness shout. Such a journey to the promised land. When you arrive, learn to take control. Do your living by your own command. Oh, I know the way of the earth. Just learn to take the step. Oh, I know the way of the earth. Learn to take the step. run back something real. As you calling me, while carrying all your pain, believe in my word. While carrying all your pain, my world is coming down. Yours long ago, the thread of something real. As you calling me, while carrying all your pain, believe in my word. I'll carry all your pain. Heavy riff. Thread of something real. Yes, you calling me. While carrying all your pain, believe in my word. They'll carry all your pain. Fucking right, good evening.
Yeah, straight. Absolute pleasure to be here, man. Thank y'all so much. We all got short sets tonight, so not a whole lot of talking and shit. Let's get back to business. Next song, we're gonna do something off our Seven of the Wicked Hand record. Next one starts out with the tightest fucking drummer in rock and roll behind me, Mr. Tommy Buckley. Tommy, do us all a huge fucking favor. Give us your best fucking name, nigga, name on A&B. Let's go, motherfucker, do this shit. You gave me away, and took the story away, Roy and Betty, to live another day. Something tells me, they go with my mind. Now I control you, leaving stars behind. Through all the darkness, the knowledge I've gained will carry me. I'm building the mountain again and again. taste the magic that only brings you down. Sooner or later, we all give it around. Through all the darkness, the knowledge I've gained will carry me. I'm building the mountain again and again. Alone in my pain, I believe in myself. God carries me. Building the mountain again and again. They watch over me. Blood4Blood. We're gonna show you how to do a proper fucking breakdown New Orleans style. Tommy! Rain down. I said, all right, Daytona!
Thank you so much, man. This is really cool. Very, very cool original event. It's an absolute pleasure to be here. We got one more for you, then we're gonna have some fucking more bloody fights coming up. You know, so much Daytona. We had a blast, short but sweet. More fights, plenty more music coming up. Y'all be safe, enjoy yourselves tonight. Thank y'all. We're fucking Crowbar from New Orleans. Thank you.
Wow, there it is. Crowbar electrifying the crowd here tonight. Just the second of our 4 bands tonight. And coming up, our second fight of the night. Perennial contender Taylor Starling taking on the always tough Sydney Smith. It is here tonight at Blood for Blood.
Saturday, May 30th, it's Bare-Knuckle Fighting Championship with high stakes and a superstar debut. In the main event, everything's on the line when the Brumtown Bomber Connor Tierney clashes with Rico Bon Franco for the interim welterweight championship of the world. In the co-main event, Darren the Gorilla Till makes his long-awaited bare-knuckle fighting debut against Aaron the Joker Chalmers. For more info on how to watch history unfold live, go to bkfc.com. That's bkfc.com.
To the women's flyweight division we go. Taylor Starling versus Sydney Smith. Our tale of the tape is presented by Arsenal Strength.
Okay, Sean, both these look pretty tough this week. Taylor Starling 5'7", Sydney Smith 5'8". However, it is that 6-inch reach advantage that Sydney Smith has. She's going to have to utilize because she wants to stay long, stay outside, and make Taylor pay for trying to get in close.
We are honored now to have Josh Barnett joining us on commentary. Former UFC heavyweight champion, 2006 Pride Open weight Grand Prix finalist, and truly one of the greatest heavyweights in MMA history.
Good to be here, guys. Glad to always be around some great fights. And like you're saying, 6-inch reach on Sydney Smith. You know, very unusual to find someone in bare-knuckle fighting to go on their bike and start packing away at that jab and long crosses, but maybe tonight's the night.
4 fights in BKFC for Sydney Smith. Her debut came May 2023 when she defeated Andy Wimmer by unanimous decision.
And as you can see, Sean, this is what Sydney Smith has the ability to do. Stay outside, stay long, pick her shots, come in, explode into powerful shots. Look to do damage. If she does that tonight, she has a good chance of coming out victorious. She just has to be smart and fight the right way. She has the reach, use it.
Sydney Smith now set for fight number 5 in bare-knuckle fighting championship. She's had one as a pro in MMA. In our fighter meeting, Sydney Smith told us, I'm going to be first in every exchange, moving off of angles and clean power punches throughout.
And that's the thing, Sean. She said the right thing. She has to keep that range, keep her opponent right at the end. That's where she needs to be. Every time her opponent comes in, utilize angles, move, a lot of jabs, and throw that too as her opponent comes close.
Sydney Smith is naturally right-handed. She told us, I will keep switching stances, but do so smartly. Josh, that is something we see a lot in BKFC. Fighters continually switching stances.
Yeah, you know, switching stances is not inherently a problem. It's about where and when. You know, I've seen plenty of time where a guy switches stance right at the end of their opponent's reach. Bang, that's the time they get clocked. If she's moving on that bicycle, if she's keeping moving, switches stances at the right time to create angles, be a great opportunity to get a nice clean shot in there. And it's not just about landing first, which is important. It's also about having the last word. So it doesn't matter if somebody gets off on you. If they leave, they walk away thinking, hey, I got tagged. They're going to forget everything they did, and all they're going to want is revenge, which is going to get in their head and takes them out of their game plan.
And that's one of Sydney Smith's things. She wants to get in her opponent's head. She feels Taylor Starling's looking past her. If she gets in her head early, that could be a big problem.
5 wins in BKFC for Taylor Starling. Her most recent victory occurred August of last year when she defeated Shelby Cannon by unanimous decision.
Had to fight a very smart fight against Shelby Cannon, and what she did very well, she got inside and unloaded flurries, landed a few punches here and there, and then moved. Did a great job of making sure her opponent paid whenever she tried to get inside, landed punches, got right back out, controlled the range well. That was a very tough fight because Shelby Cannon has looked phenomenal for us. Just won a big fight. That's a good win for Taylor. She needs to do the same thing. Stick, get inside, move, get back out, in and out motion.
One of the biggest personalities in all of BKFC, Taylor Starling now set for fight number 10. She's had 2 in her pro MMA career, 3 in professional boxing. Starling told us, I want constant movement off of scratch from the start of this fight. Smart pressure, but always off of angles.
And the thing about this fight, she said, she really has been focused on more placement, power shots, not necessarily just getting in and throwing a lot of punches. She wants to make each punch count and make sure she does damage.
Starling also said, I have to be tactical and not emotional. Josh, that describes your career and that describes Chris's career. Tactical, not emotional.
Discipline, discipline, discipline. These fights can have a tendency to open up into more emotional, violent exchanges. Starling doesn't want to do that. You got to stay disciplined, stay in position, keep that head and that chin down. Even in that fight she last won, her head's coming real high. And with this person with 6 inches of reach, that could be a very easy target for Starling to take a shot that she doesn't want. That blood starts getting in her eye. It's going to really get into the way of completing his game plan tonight.
Talked about being smart. She wants to make sure she's not just brawling in this fight. No senseless brawls. Get in and be tactical in this fight.
Back to the ring, and Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for the next fight of the night. Scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the BKFC Women's Flyweight Division. Presented to you by Arsenal Strength. Introducing to you first. Fighting out of the red corner, tonight she wears gray. She stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. Her official weight, 124.8 pounds. Her BKFC record stands at 4 fights. Fighting out of Charlottesville, Virginia, by way of Waynesboro, Virginia. Here is Sydney Sundance Smith. And across the ring, her opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight she wears black and yellow. She stands 5 feet 7 inches tall. Her official weight, 124.4 pounds. Her BKFC record stands at 5 victories opposite 4 defeats. She is a former BKFC strawweight and flyweight world title challenger. Fighting out of Rock Hill, South Carolina. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, she is the queen of the heavy metal hive, Taylor Killa B. Starling. And our referee in charge of the action, Andrew Glenn.
Taylor Starling told us, I want to keep flowing from the mid-range to the clinch and back to the mid-range. I have to utilize excellent timing. The bell, round number 1. Black and yellow trunks for Taylor Starling. Gray trunks for Sydney Smith. To the inside, back to the outside for Starling. Off of the jab, both fighters unorthodox. Smith missing on the naked 2, missing again on the naked 2.
Starling telling him some good power shots early, sending the message to opponents.
Smith immediately cut. Inner right bar. Heavy pressure to the inside. Jab left hook from Starling, and there's the exit from the mid-range.
And Starling talked about wanting to come in with intent, throwing power shots. He's doing exactly that.
Left hook again from Starling. That lands flush.
The feint is the key to Starling's offense here. Every time she feints, she gets her opponent to lift up that right elbow and expose that right hand attempt.
Starling again from the mid-range. Smith trying to counter, but on her back foot. Now both fighters in the center circle. There's the naked 2 again, missing from Smith.
Gotta keep those eyes open, ladies.
Pass jab overhand right from Starling on the inside. Smith again trying to turn over the overhand right, but Josh, she's not throwing the jab first.
Yeah, she's trying to throw it downward. She keeps lifting her elbow. A lot of telling that right hand, which keeps Starling out of the way. Starling should honestly slip her head inside and make her opponent back up, and then she'll be right at the end of that overhand right.
45 seconds remaining, round number 1. We're in the women's 125-pound division.
Sydney Smith talked about wanting to get off first always. That's not happening here. She is every now and again, but Taylor Starling is throwing a lot of hard punches first.
Right hand, you see the smear of blood on the right cheek of Sydney Smith. She was cut in the opening stages of this fight in her right brow. 25 seconds now remaining, round number 1. Overhand right from Starling.
Starling got to keep those elbows in.
That was audacious from Smith. Rear right uppercut on the step in. Couldn't find it, the creativity, the idea there though. Starling resetting on the outside. Trying to come to the mid-range. Final seconds, round number 1. Slight forward pressure now from Sydney Smith. Starling again on the jab, misses the overhand right. Just before the bell, then round number 1.
So I think it's been a while since we've seen Taylor Starling come out with that kind of aggressiveness and that intent on throwing power shots.
Yeah, she just really should take a bit more time with herself, though. Not get pulled into that. Honestly, she owns this fight when she dictates forward and backwards pressure. She doesn't have to throw a big overhand right every time. This girl, her opponent, is really just waiting to get touched. She really is.
And you can see some of the handiwork She's landing powerful shots the entire time. And Sydney Smith did a great job of taking some of those because Taylor Starling's come with her A game. She's throwing power shots. She said she was going to, and she's doing that.
Yeah, it was kind of a shoulder roll out of Smith there, but really, when Smith starts getting pressured, everything gets so exposed. She really has a lot of tell to her punches, but then Starling starts feeding off of that, and then she starts overexposing and opening those hands up. That discipline will put this fight away if she can keep it.
Josh, we talk about reach advantage. It's only an advantage if you utilize it.
Exactly.
And Starling is doing a good job of not letting Sydney Smith do that thus far.
There's no reach advantage if you lift your elbow.
Josh Barnett is with us, my favorite leg locker in MMA.
Thank you. Got some old school here in this place. Gonna have to wipe the ashes off the chairs when we're done.
Round number 2. That was caught on Smith's left shoulder. Smith trying to get the 1-2 going. He's been stepping again with volume. The counter left hand. Left hand again from Starling.
The volume from Starling's pretty good, but a nice little high guard work would do a lot for her.
Spear of blood now under Taylor Starling's left eye. Starling throws the overhand right.
We haven't seen either of those really doing with the body too much. There was a little impulse to the body.
It was a left hook and a right hook to the head from Starling.
She must have heard herself.
Well, what do you guys think? To me, I think that the straight right would do a lot more dividends for Starling right now in the overhand. Her opponent Smith is really picking up on that.
Are you talking to the body or under the face?
To the face. Or either or, really, just not dropping that hand down, just going straight from point A to point B.
Yeah, and mix it up and then come with that left hook immediately afterwards.
Starling trying to time the overhand right. Smith continually, she's done this since the early stages of round 1, trying to time that naked overhand right. 55 seconds remaining, round number 2. Step in, jab from Starling, not there. Right hand, but that was on the neck, denied clean from Starling.
And once again, the headshots, they are what I'd like to see some body work. That'll really set up more easy uppercuts.
Right from Taylor Starling. Starling to the inside. Heavy volume to the body.
She's got to fight back. She got to fight back.
That is it. Victory number 6 in BKFC for Taylor Starling.
Taylor Starling caught her. She went against the ropes, and that's the time. Josh, you have to take a knee at that point in this sport.
Well, indeed, it's laying on the ropes like that. Terrible idea. Just drop to the knee, get your 8 count.
It's hard when you have an MMA background. You can never go, but I mean, this is MMA. You got to understand the rules. Take a knee, get an 8 count. You have a chance.
Exactly. Whatever the fighting environment is, whatever that rule set is, you need to know that rule set to use it to your advantage, whether it be something with your opponent or for yourself. And look, hey, she definitely got those body shots in when Smith stood still for her, right?
We will see it in the replay. Referee Andrew Glenn steps in. He is telling Sydney Smith, you have to throw back. So at that point, and to your point, Josh and Chris, take the knee or throw back. We go to Jose, who is ringside.
What's going on ringside here with Zoltan, the guitar player from Five Finger Death Punch. Welcome to the first ever Blood for Blood event. I know you're a fan of both of these worlds coming together, Zoltan. How do you feel being here?
Man, you know what? This is historic. You know how many people tried to pull this off? I mean, since I remember, this was a goal 15 years ago. Put an MMA cage or a boxing ring in a heavy metal arena. Never happened, so this is history.
How do you feel being here, making history, a part of this, man? You're a big deal.
I'll be playing tomorrow, so by default I was here, and when I heard that this was here, I'm like, oh my God, I gotta come, and I know that Alex is gonna fight. We did a massive tour with those guys, so, we come to see it.
That's awesome, man. Five Finger Death Punch tomorrow. Welcome to Rockville. Now back to you guys, man. Hell yeah, you're doing this.
Josh Barnett, Brian Storm, filling out our commentary team tonight. BKFC Blood for Blood, jam-packed in the Ocean Center in Daytona Beach, Florida, and a big win for Taylor Starling in round 2.
And here, that was right after she hurt Sydney Smith and just unloaded. That's one thing you know about Taylor Starling. When she hurt you, she's going to finish. And Andy did a great job. Andy Glenn is saying, you have to move, you have to move. When Sydney didn't move, didn't take a knee, he had no choice but to stop that fight.
Yeah, a great choice on the ref, and when you're not given any option to save the fighter to help him out, I mean, it's on them at that point.
100%. He's telling her what to do, but they don't listen. You have to step in and save them from themselves.
Here's Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge of the action, Andrew Glenn, steps in calling a stop to the fight at 1 minute 32 seconds, round number 2. For your winner by TKO, Taylor Killa B.
All right. Let's talk to the Killa B. Congratulations on this victory. And I see you, the sportsmanship for Sydney Smith. Before we get to this amazing victory, can we give some love to this girl? 1 week notice, Taylor. You don't see that.
Listen, anybody who steps up on 1 week's notice is confident. I was like, this girl's no joke. No joke. And she blacked my eyes. She busted my nose. Fuck yeah, Sydney.
You know, a Taylor Starling walkout is one of my favorite things in BKFC. Usually it's a lot of hip hop. You went full metal, and I think you like flipped a switch in you tonight. This was killer indeed.
Oh man, I'm a metalhead deep down. I love System of a Down, and I had to do it. I had to do it.
What is it about this environment? The very first ever Blood for Blood. You're at our very first ever Sturgis. Of course, that's coming up in August. But being at the first Blood for Blood, how does this rank in all these big moments of Taylor Starling's career?
Oh my God, history's being made, and I'm the first female to win at Blood for Blood. I want to be the queen of Blood for Blood!
Taylor, you're an absolute beast. We can't wait to see what you do next. And Daytona Beach, can you make some noise for the queen of Blood for Blood, Taylor Killa B. Starling?
And I have to say that is the most aggressive we've seen Taylor Starling fight. Probably since her second fight in BKFC. She really said she's going to sit down her punches, and she did that, Sean.
Josh, at our fighter meeting, Taylor Starling talked to us about high volume, and we saw the high volume in round number 2.
Yes, indeed. Maybe it's the spirit of this event, getting into these ladies. Hell, on 1 week notice, Sydney Smith was not here to back up, not one bit. And you saw the fury in the ring tonight. Only one can win, and a hell of a matchup, but she's right. History making.
Chris, Taylor Starling showing now in this her 10th bout of BKFC why she is a foundational bare-knuckle fighter.
And the funny thing about this sport, the more you do it, the better you get at it. You get more comfortable. She's so comfortable, so relaxed. You can tell she knows how to have a game plan. She's going to go out there and try and really concentrate on power. She's able to do so.
Josh, you will stay with us on commentary.
Sure enough.
Band, and then back to fighting. We will move to 175 pounds. The Englishman, Jake Bostwick, versus the American, Roderick Stewart. Very intriguing. In our fighter meeting, Bostwick talked about the pressure, and it was Roderick Stewart who talked about the athleticism.
Man, I'm really excited to see this fight. You know, Brutal. Bostwick has a nickname, Brutal, for a reason, but there's no way he's walking in here with somebody that's going to be timid. That just wouldn't be allowed in this event. And you can't be timid and get in a BKFC ring either. So I'm really excited to see how this turns out.
And this is another good one because this is a distance fight, a range fight. You have one guy with about a 6-inch reach advantage, but we talked about the last fight. It's only one if you use it. He has to stay long. He's got to make Bostwick pay for trying to get inside.
Yes, and it is totally possible to slip, move, and get inside and work an inside game. It's not just, you know, throw hooks and straight shots and then get a clinch and hit for bare-knuckle fighting. There is plenty of techniques that you can employ in here. And if Bostwick wants to slide inside, could be the game plan for him tonight.
And Josh, our main event, this is at 185 pounds. Let's see. We have the lead singer of a heavy metal band versus a professional bull rider. But they're also legitimate fighters. For Alexander Shikalai, better known as Alex the Terrible, this is his BKFC debut, but he has had 3 bare-knuckle fights. Cameron Delano is 1-0 in BKFC. What is your feeling entering our main event?
This is going to be electric. I mean, a bull rider, you can't get somebody with bigger balls than that. And then you got Alex the Terrible. He doesn't ride bulls, but he wrestles bears. So, I mean, look, these guys are going to be in it. And the thing about it is, I think they're going to draw it out of each other. I think that whatever the best they could have given, it'll be greater because it's with each other tonight.
I mean, and you have a guy, he rides a bull. I don't know how many 2,000 pounds something. Coming in here can't be anything to him. He can't be afraid to come in here against a guy who weighs, what, 180 pounds? That's nothing. It's going to be an exciting fight. Those two guys are going to come in. They're going to come, bang. They're both undefeated. This is going to be the proving ground tonight.
Yeah, sure enough.
Bout number 2, BKFC Blood for Blood. Women's 125-pounders, Taylor Starling versus Sydney Smith. Smith was game, but Taylor Starling on point. Her volume, her accuracy to the standing finish in round 2. The winner by way of second round TKO, Taylor Starling defeats Sydney Smith.
Thursday, June 4th, it's BKFC Fight Night Hollywood. In the main event, the popular bare-knuckle fighting OG Julian Lane meets the rising force known as Bryce Henry. Experience versus a warrior who hasn't tasted defeat. In the co-main event, the 7-1 Gogo Slaveski looks to keep his momentum alive when he fights the relentless Johnny Tello. It's the world's most exciting combat sport, Bare-Knuckle Fighting Championship. Watch the raw, unfiltered combat live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com.
And welcome back here, Blood for Blood, man. It is going down. We just saw an incredible victory by Taylor Starling. We still got more amazing metal music coming up. But folks, the next fight we're going to get to, our co-main event of the evening, you have one of the tried and true veterans in Brutal Jake Bostwick, taking on a young, hungry lion in Roderick Stewart. It's a clash of styles, and it all goes down right here at Blood for Blood.
I'm Jake Brutal Bostwick from Southeast London, now based out in Miami, fighting at a Stay Ready boxing gym. I'm definitely trying to make a statement. I definitely would like to knock him out or stop him somehow, somewhat. A stoppage is me making a statement, so I get a stoppage within the 5 rounds, I'm happy. I'm definitely tougher, harder, more durable than Roderick Stewart, yes, 100%.
Didn't look like he hurt his opponent bad. Oh! Knockdown number 2! There's the power. Jumping in with those powerful shots, and that's his dagger! And there is the win! Just like that for Jake Bostwick. Wow! Do you fucking see me now, man?
I'm Roderick Icewater Stewart, fighting out of Abilene, Texas. I don't think he's ever fought anybody with the physical advantages that I have, period. He's never been hit by somebody like me before, so I think I can be the one that finishes him.
Long jab from Stewart, there's the big overhand right, left hook, that's knockdown number 2. This fight is over, win number 1 in BKFC for Roderick Stewart.
I see flaws in his game. He's definitely a strong competitor, and I'm not taking him light at all. I just feel my skill set and my speed and my agility and my ability to fight is better than him, and I think I can take him out. I've got massive heart. I've seen a lot of pussies in this game, honestly, and I signed a contract for a reason, and I'm there to do my job, and I'll do my job until I physically can't do my job, which everybody has obviously seen. So I just know I've got mad heart, and you definitely get your money's worth when I fight.
I've always wanted to fight him, honestly. Like, when I even started off in BKFC, I've seen him and I thought, damn, I would actually like to fight that guy. I feel like I could finish him. I feel like I could finish him. My keys to victory is stay long, obviously, but I could easily say fuck all that and just sit down on all my shots in the middle of the scratch line. We'll see what happens. I want them to think Roderick Stewart is a skilled bare-knuckle fighter, and he just showed he outclassed his opponent and made it look like he didn't belong in there with him.
I haven't lost a fight in BKFC since 2022. Roderick Stewart, business is business. I'm coming for your chin, son. Southeast London, all the way, bro. I wanted to say, yo, did you see that fight with Brutal? That shit was brutal, mate. That's what I wanted people to be saying when they leave. Brutal by name, brutal by nature. Jake Brutal Bostwick.
Oh, yes, there will be blood in that matchup tonight. Our co-main event here at Blood4Blood. My God, this has got to be one of the most insane crowds that we have ever had at a BKFC event. I am feeling the vibe. But folks, yeah, as you can see, at the end of the month, we got something special. We are going to the UK in one of the biggest cards that we've ever put on in the UK. Not only do you have that incredible main event, Connor Tierney, Rico Franco for the World Welterweight Championship interim belt, incredible on top, but we get the debut of UFC standout, incredible fighter Darren Till finally joins the ranks of the BKFC against an absolute banger of Aaron Chalmers. That is your co-main event, May 30th in Birmingham. Let's take a closer look.
There's probably never been a day where I don't have 20 violent thoughts. I live for violence. I just love it. Like, it's the best thing ever. None of these guys on the bare-knuckle roster can match how hard I train.
I would love to stop Darren Till. I think if I stop Darren Till, it will be the biggest upset in combat sport.
I just want to smash his skull in. I just want to put pure violence onto him. I think I've got great hand speed. I think when I'm in there, I just don't think Aaron's going to be able to cope with how strong and fast I am.
I accepted the fight with Darren Till because I was chasing the big fight, and me personally, I don't think there's a bigger name in combat sport in the UK than Darren Till. He's on a 3-fight win streak in boxing, and it was just a no-brainer.
The new face of the bare-knuckle UK, the fucking joker.
After my last fight, I said I was the face of the BKFC. Darren Till is saying that he's going to be the face of the BKFC, and I'm not going to let it happen. Listen, I'm training very hard. I'm putting everything into this camp. I know that I'm written off, but once them hands start flying, we'll see who comes out victorious. This is bare-knuckle, and no matter what people say, it's a totally different sport. I mean, one shot, you could be winning 4.5 rounds of a fight, one shot, and it's all over.
I know he's done, like, as people say, reality TV and stuff like that, but that's neither here or there. The guy can actually fight from what I've seen. He's got a big set of balls on him. If anything, I'm training harder than I've ever trained in my life. I'm in the best shape of my life to go out and put that statement on.
For this fight, I don't feel like there is any pressure, because if you look at it on paper, I'm a reality TV star. Darren Till's ex-UFC. When you look at the comments on Instagram, everyone thinks he's going to wipe the floor with his, so I feel like all the pressure's on him, and there's no pressure on me.
I'd love to knock him out with the first punch, so I don't take any punishment on me lovely pretty face, but you don't always get what you want, so there could be a few cuts and bruises. It could go the distance. I'm hoping to get him out of there, but as I said, he's got a huge set of cojones on him, and I commend that. And let's see, I'm excited for the challenge, for the pressure. All the pressure's on me, so let's see.
Through MMA, boxing, and now bare knuckle, every fight I have, I'm always written off, and then afterwards, there's always an excuse.
Good luck to him is all I say. The only thing I can give Adam is a hint of luck, because coming up against me, a lot of people are going to need it.
Oh, there he is, our one and only Brian Socha, the host of the Bare Knuckle Show, the ultimate hype man, out crowd surfing here at Blood4Blood. And from one hype man to another, let's go back into the squared circle to Jose Mangan.
Hell yeah, metal fans, fight fans, what's up? Welcome to the first ever Blood4Blood. There's actually blood in this ring right here. I'm so proud to be here, mixing the worlds of heavy metal and bare knuckle fighting like never before. Who wants to see this again? That's what I'm talking about. Who's going to be joining us this weekend at International Speedway? Welcome to Rockville! That's what I'm talking about. We've had some amazing bands. We still have a performance from Black Label Society. Father Zakk Wylde's going to be gracing us here. But right now, we're going to head overseas and play you one of the hottest new bands from the UK. We play them all the time on Sirius XM Liquid Metal. Please, Blood4Blood here, Blood4Blood watching at home. Give it up for Malevolence.
Everybody's always looking for a hurdle. Who the fuck are you? Never fucking heard of you. Something's chasing me and now my eyes can see. Everything, LTD. Where's the fucking enemy? Pick it up. Never wanted anything in return. I want my own path, so I keep the respect I earned. Try to take me for gold, but I was to your game. I'm not a trophy for you to display. You're not statistic, not another run of pain. Nothing to offer but some paper for trade. Now it's fake smiles at the finish line. Jump, 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 jump. They'll know you and I, you're 2 steps behind. Blood, ghost, hostile intentions. Don't overlook me down in the trenches. I take a piece of everything I had. Retract your hand before you get burned. You went there where we were on the way up. Hoping and praying that someone died. Fuck. Break the follow, still with something's in it for you. You got it all figured out. Never wanted a part of your circle. Never gave a fuck about your approval. No. Come on, Blood4Blood. You lack authenticity. You don't practice what you preach. Tell me, I need you, but it was you that didn't know. MLV, LCD, where's the fucking other gun? Go. Everybody, off your fucking feet! They'll know you and die, you're 2 steps behind. God, ghost, hostile intentions. Don't overlook me down in the trenches. Everybody's always looking for overlook me down in the trenches. God, ghost, overlooks and rejection. Come on, God, ghost, the way you'll be seen in the trenches. Blood4Blood. I need a mosh pit here. I need a
mosh pit here. I need a mosh pit at the fucking back. Open that shit the fuck up. Let's wake this fucking room up. This is King of Distance. You're right tonight. You might not have that thing. Freedom is shot. Get the fuck up. Fuck yeah. You're right tonight. You might not have that thing. Freedom is shot. There is no compromise. The rocket by your side. You're right tonight. Freedom is shot. Circle back. That's what with you hide. Separate me from your fucking existence. Now, run. The rocks you answer for. Will you hide? When the walls are at your door. What face is through this? I'm just gonna say all right. I'm not the one to blame. We'll go to big boys. What face is through this time? Cause the facts still remains. Rock bottom, weapon no option. Action face on support. The night of the threat. As you running for cover. Sick with one hand. Stabbed in the back with the other. With everything that's your claiming to be. Trust me when I say I will see no sleep. No. Brain of visual, my table, but you still wanna eat. What such a motherfucker like to have that feast? Get those fucking hands up! Stay away from me! And just live energy! You'll bite the hand and die! Keep your distance! Stay away from me! Stay away from me! Stay away from me! Keep your distance! Blood for blood, how the fuck are we feeling? We are Malevolence all the way from the Sheffield, United Kingdom. Thank you very much for being here with us tonight. Who's having a good night so far? This is fucking amazing, man. Thank you. Thank you to everybody behind the scenes for putting on an amazing fucking event. Make some fucking noise! We're gonna keep this shit moving. There's a line of security up the front that are looking very fucking bored. I want some crowd surfers over this barricade. Let's get these fucking people over this barricade. Let's wake this fucking place up. Come on, take it away.
Feed me poison just to feel alive. Second guessing for 1,000 times. Say walk on broken love.
Let's go, get the fuck up here. This in the fucking air. Daytona, let me fucking see you. What's up? Let me see it. In the seats. Hands up. Hands up. Aye. This song is called Unbroken Glass. Lose your fucking minds. Alright, motherfuckers, spin that circle pit! Circle pit, let's go! I wash my hands up now and leave you with the trust.
Poison just to feel alive. Second guessing for 1,000 times. As I walk on broken glass. Drop me out. Broken levels above my head. Washed away by 1,000. Tears of shame. Get the fuck up there. They boys are just about alive. Why not that? They'll this alive. That's just maintain that you will never be controlled. When the snow clears, let your face down in the mud. Everybody stop fucking moving! I will forever wear the scars of my past. You can't afford to slip when you walk up against us. Daytona, come on! Poison just to feel alive. Second guessing for 1,000 times. As I walk on broken glass. Broken glass. Drop me out. Broken levels above my head. Washed away by 1,000. Everybody. Everybody. Everybody get the fuck up! Blood! How we doing up in the seats? My people in the back of the room, how are you guys doing? My people on this side, how we feeling? And my people on the floor, how you feeling? We have one more song. And I want more fucking chaos. More fucking energy! You are the backbone of this show! And we need you right here, right fucking now! This next song is called If It's All the Same to You! My people in the back, I need you involved! Here we fucking go, are you with me? Let's fucking do this! Circle pit in the back,
out, motherfucker! I don't believe that's such a sign. I'm on dragon and still the side. The fallen restoration sound. Things change, but the feelings go. Was the one at the side. One in the same. Another picture with a lock side. Roll the dice and the lie. So if it's all the same to you, how come I lost us? I'll separate myself in two. Walking too long, each one in at the stars. How come I lost and then try to see this now? If it's all the same to you, no, and your fucking hands. So if it's all the same to you, how come I'll separate myself in two? Walking too long, destroying at the size. How come I lost and then try to see this through? If it's all the same to you, this is your last fucking chance. Open this shit up. Let me see how throwing it gets down. Here we fucking go. The fucking ties to a fucking joke. Face down in the street of illusion. A bunch of pigs feeding from the same truck. The point of view, the same in time. A friend of you is no friend. One more time. So if it's all the same to you, how come I lost I'll separate myself in two. What's it feel like? If it's all the same to you, Daytona, show me them horns! Blood4Blood! Thank you guys so fucking much! We've been Malevolence! We'll see you in there very fucking soon! Cheers!
Oh, baby, that's Malevolence, and they rocked this place, man. What an incredible showing here from Malevolence. And what's coming up next? Well, we have one of the toughest ever to it, Jake Bostwick, ready to throw down once again, coming off a win in Hollywood, Florida. But it's not going to be an easy night at the office, because he's got Ice Water, Roderick, Stewart. My goodness, this dude is serious. Big, tough, young fighter. It's Bostwick and Stewart next.
Saturday, May 30th, it's Bare-Knuckle Fighting Championship with high stakes and a superstar debut. In the main event, everything's on the line when the Brumtown Bomber Connor Tierney clashes with Rico Bon Franco for the interim welterweight championship of the world. In the co-main event, Darren the Gorilla Till makes his long-awaited bare-knuckle fighting debut against Aaron the Joker Chalmers. For more info on how to watch history unfold live, go to bkfc.com. That's bkfc.com.
Time in the middleweight division, Jake Bostwick versus Roderick Stewart. Our tale of the tape is presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink.
Okay, we have a 3-inch height advantage for Stewart. However, what's more important to me, the 7-inch reach advantage. He knows Bostwick wants to get in, land those hard punches, make him pay, keep the distance, keep the range.
On this night of great music, Roderick Stewart walking out to Kashmir from Led Zeppelin for his 5th bout in BKFC. This will be Stewart's 7th bout overall across all promotions in the sport of bare knuckle. Stewart has also had 8 pro MMA bouts. Roderick Stewart told us in our fighter meeting, I want to immediately establish the 2-1-2. I feel that I have the speed, I feel that I have the athleticism to keep landing that 2-1-2.
So he's got that reach advantage, but again, you don't want to choreograph it, and starting off with a naked right hand is not usually the game plan in traditional boxing. But we ain't talking about traditional boxing, we are talking about bare knuckle.
Sean, I love what he said. He said, I know the right thing to do. Stay long, stay outside, but something tells me I'm going to want to bust down my mouthpiece, get in there and mix it up. I love his honesty. I get with it. You know what you should do, but sometimes your instincts take over.
Roderick Stewart said of his opponent in this our co-main event of the evening at 175 pounds, the Englishman Jake Bostwick, I'm going to be faster than him. Stewart said, I know that Bostwick has good head movement, good footwork, but I think he is one punch at a time. I will be high volume.
Oh, sometimes one punch is really all it takes, especially in bare knuckle. That one punch could be a cut, could be a knockout, could be a big swell that closes that eye shut. You know, in this game here, the stakes are a lot higher for taking damage, and you just can't allow yourself to take punches in the same way you could in a glove fighting event.
Sean, when I asked Stewart, I said, what are your keys to victory? He said, that's easy. He's big, black, and athletic. And I said, I can't do any of that stuff. That's not fair.
I can't argue with that. I mean, damn, if I could be big, black, and athletic, a lot of things would be different in my life.
4
Parents
wins
would be
in
really
BKFC for Jake Bostwick. His most recent victory occurred July of last year when he defeated Lionel Carrera by first-round TKO.
And brutal is right. One thing, he always comes in with power. Really worked on his timing. He came in inside the right, did the same thing. Again, left hook, boom. Caught his opponent coming in. He believes in his power. Both hands, he thinks he can knock anybody out. Feels like his eyes are getting better. He's learned this sport a lot more. He just has to get in and land those power shots and putting anybody down.
Tons of experience in Bostwick here. He's been fighting since he was 16 years old, but he's a cockney. He's been on the cobbles. He'll be in the back. Doesn't matter where it's at. Jake Bostwick is looking to get brutal.
A pop from this Daytona Beach, Florida crowd for the fighter from England, Jake Bostwick. Set for BKFC bout number 8. And Josh, as you were talking about Bostwick's experience, additionally 29 pro MMA bouts as well as 2 in professional boxing.
Yeah, and you know, you'd say, well, hey, with all that experience in the ring, does he still have a chin? You know, what's his body like? But honestly, looks like Bostwick has only gotten stronger and more disciplined as he's gotten older. He's taken that experience, added that into his game here in bare knuckle fighting, and it's obviously been paying dividends for him as he's got a nice nice little win streak.
Bostwick told us in our fighter meeting, I will utilize constant in and out movement when I'm in 2 to 4 punches and then smartly back out.
And he understands, talk about that experience, he understands what he does well. He has speed, he utilizes that, push off the back foot, get in a position, throw those punches, really wants to work on those overhands, those, keep the head offline though, make sure he's not right there to be hit.
Very good. Also, another thing that people may need to understand about this bare knuckle fighting is you can slide inside, but you can get clinched in a sense. You can get a plum on the head with one hand and throw inside that clinch, which changes the inside game.
And that's another thing he talked about, not getting greedy, getting in position, landing a few punches and getting right back out. He uses that speed advantage, he can get in and out. If he stays in there, he might get clinched like you talked about.
Agreed. Slipping in should be to land punches to the body and or bring those hands down and throw something up to the head and then get out.
To get our co-main event of the evening started, we send it back to Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now set for the Blood for Blood co-main event. Scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the BKFC middleweight division. Presented to you by Bucked Up. Feel like $1 million. Introducing to you first. Fighting out of the red corner, tonight he wears blue. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall. His official weight, 176.4 pounds. His BKFC record stands at 5 fights. Fighting out of Abilene, Texas, here is Roderick Icewater Stewart. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears silver and black. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. His official weight, 175.2 pounds. His BKFC record stands at 4 victories opposite 2 defeats with 1 fight even. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, by way of Kidbrook, Southeast London, England. Here is Brutal Jake Bostwick. And our referee in charge of the action, Chris Young.
Josh Barnett, who fought in the UFC Pride, Affliction, and Strikeforce, is with us on commentary for this middleweight fight. The Englishman Jake Bostwick versus the Texan Roderick Stewart, round number 1. Gray and black trunks for Bostwick, blue and black trunks for Stewart.
Nice discipline being shown by both fighters to start this one off.
Foot feint from Roderick Stewart. Fighters unorthodox, jab to the sternum from Bostwick.
Bostwick doing this mission, keeping the head off center line, making sure he's not coming straight forward.
Stewart trying to find the jab from range. Stewart listed at 6'1" to Bostwick's 5'8".
Not a bad game plan from Stewart, using that jab, trying to hold the center of the ring, and then loading up that rear uppercut. Shades of Lennox Lewis.
Bostwick again looking to the body, that time with the rear right hand from orthodox. Tall stance for Roderick Stewart. Quick jab off the mark.
You have to be careful getting that tossed on the chin up, the overhand land beautifully.
Left hand, right hand on this step in from Bostwick back to the outside. 65 seconds remaining, round number 1. Swing and a miss, nearly an illegal back fist from Stewart. Bostwick staying on the outside, trying to time his entries. Foot feint from Jake Bostwick. Bostwick feinting on the level change, missing with the left hook just off the mark from Roderick Stewart in reply.
Stewart's got to be careful with that chin again. Sticking up a little bit too much. Hooks and overhands are going to do better.
He seems to be chasing Bostwick's head quite a bit. And that obviously is a recipe for disaster, especially when you're a taller fighter fighting a shorter fighter. You start chasing that head, pulls that separation between your shoulder and the head. Bam, that's where that overhand lands.
Bostwick heading to the inside. At the overhook inactivity is determined by referee Chris Young. That's the reset. Back to the center circle, 15 seconds remaining, round number 1.
I would like to see Bostwick throw a couple body shots. That'll really set up those overhands.
Overhand right. Stewart trying to time the counters with his back against the ropes. Now coming forward, the bell next up, round 2.
Good feeling out loud for both fighters, really trying to give each other's timing. Once again, Bostwick, I felt like doing a good job of getting in, throwing some of those overheads, not fully landing yet, but Stewart's got to do a little bit better job making him pay for trying to close that distance. We talked about uppercuts. I didn't see him throw one.
No, he threw it right off the beginning and acted like maybe he was going to hold that center of the ring, make Bostwick work to him off the jab, and then land that uppercut when he slips in, and then it just went right out the window. Then he went Philly shell, started using a lean, and eventually Bostwick was able to time that lean in the distance. The one thing I will say, though, is there was a moment in that exchange where Bostwick's hand, his right, had dropped, and it circled back up and around again. And Stewart just missed him with a lean left hook response. But the thing is, Stewart's always reacting. He's not dictating. Bostwick's starting to dictate.
And that's the thing you need to do with that reach. You need to give the guy who's dictating the pace and controlling. You don't want to sit there and let your guy get in without paying the price.
Very much so.
Both fighters up to scratch. Round number 2. Stewart immediately to the jab, circling slightly to his right. And Bostwick working to the body on the jab.
Not really committing to that jab, is he, guys? He's flicking it, but he's not really stepping into it. He's not really shooting that shoulder out there.
And Josh, in round 1, we saw quick feints from both fighters trying to draw a reaction. There's the overhook from Bostwick, active clinch, right hand from Roderick. Stewart. From Stewart now on the inside.
That might be the key. That might be the key for Stewart. He looked like he came alive a little bit, like the light bulb went off.
Most aggressiveness we've seen from him thus far.
Bostwick, overhand right entry.
That's a good double leg.
Saw the knee drag with the left knee from Bostwick, but that was accidental. Fight on, good refereeing from Chris Young. The reset from Young. Bostwick, you see, bouncing in the center circle. Stewart now to the center circle again, Josh. There's that jab to the body from Jake Bostwick.
The Bostwick shouldn't rush himself into that clinch with aggression. What he was doing in the first round was starting to pay dividends. More like this. Use that distance. Be patient.
The jab to the body is working very well, but he needs to come with something else to two afterwards.
Drops Roderick. Stewart on cue.
Boy, he heard you, Chris.
Stewart's looking ahead. Jeez, he didn't get there's that round. Wow.
From the Englishman, Jake Bostwick.
Beautiful technique, too. Like that was an expertly thrown punch. Just picture perfect, on the money, hit the button, down goes Stewart, and all she wrote.
And Bostwick just keeps getting better in this sport. You can tell the maturity, the wisdom, just the experience. He just seems to see everything coming in his last few fights.
Very well said.
Our crafted replay presented by 4-Star Stout.
Got inside that overhand right. It landed clean, it landed flush. And you can see in this situation.
And look at the hips of Bostwick. Just a slight shift to the right.
Just turned over, saw an opening low. Right on the jaw, right on the chin. That's all I needed.
Cyrus is ringside.
All right, I'm standing by here with Adam Scherr, Braun Strowman. You see him on USA Network. Everything on the menu with Braun Strowman. Man, what do you think of this? I know you love metal. I know you love fighting together. This is crazy.
No, it's a match made in heaven. Being able to step outside of the ropes and be on the other end of the receiving entertainment. Holy shit, pardon my friend. It's freaking awesome. Bare-knuckle is something to see. If you haven't got to check it out, check it out. Alex and Terrible, what he's doing for the industry, what he's doing for metal, bare-knuckle, all that stuff. What an unbelievable ambassador. And I'm just happy to be here, baby. Check out season 2 of everything on the menu. June 5th, USA Network, baby.
That has to be the easiest interview I've ever done. Adam Scherr, Braun Strowman live here at Blood4Blood.
Man, well, looking at Bostwick here, he's got to feel good about himself. And if you go and you remember about those highlights, you saw way more aggression, way more wild action. And then tonight, you saw a guy that looked like he was just right out of the textbook.
Josh, in our fighter meeting, Jake Bostwick, cool as you like, said to Chris Wylde and myself, I want to be explosive on the entries and then find the overhand right.
Check and check.
Beautifully done. And right when Chris says to do it.
He's listening to me.
Here's Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight comes to an end with our referee in charge, Chris Young, reaching the count of 10 at 1 minute 25 seconds, round number 2. For your winner by KO, Brutal Jake Bostwick.
Brutal Jake Bostwick. That is 2 in a row back here in the BKFC. What a tough fight, though. Roderick Stewart steps in there, gives you a lot, but it's that overhand right. You found it. That had to feel good getting that here at Blood for Blood.
Absolutely amazing, mate. Obviously, I wanted to come here and make a statement. Obviously, I'm here representing the STP, the To Prevail crew. Let's go, son. So it's a blessing to be here. All the bands, all the fighters, one absolute blessing, mate. Well happy I got to get a finish.
So that brings me to this because, man, 2 in a row, you're looking good in there. You got to be feeling good. What have the changes been? How are you looking so good right now, fighting so strong right now? What changes have you made?
Do you know what? I have to tell everybody, it's all in here, bruv. However you want to say I'll see it, you can be physically the best shape ever. If your head ain't in it, you are not in it, mate. So yeah, I'm coming in here having a blast, I'm having fun. And yeah, again, a blessing, 2 back-to-back now.
Making one more run here, aren't you? One more strong run. What's next? What's the ceiling here for Brutal Jake Bostwick?
So it's been a bit of a talk the last maybe a few months. It's a possibility I'm going to come down to 65. And there's a couple people obviously in that division that I would love to absolutely smash at some point, mate. Julian Lane and Go-Go, that little bitch. So hopefully soon I get to run them. Let's see what's up.
Yo, let's hear it, Blood for Blood. Make some noise for Brutal Jake Bostwick.
And Bostwick just really seems to be in a good mental state right now. He understands the sport. He wants to come in and do exactly what he needs to do. Land those powerful shots, get into position and don't take damage. He's doing a great job, and you can tell he really understands the sport.
Josh, you know, after Chris retired, very young, by the way, from the UFC, he came back and went 3-0 in bare-knuckle. And Chris knows from fighting, he knows from commentating, one punch really matters in this sport. We saw it right there on that overhead.
Absolutely.
Right?
And the reason why that punch could matter was because Bostwick, he went inside himself, he calmed himself down, he's having fun, but he's also focused. He's free, he's loose in there, so he could do exactly what was needed to put himself in position to land the punch the way it needed to be landed. Not just throw it with aggression, but throw it with precision. And hey, if he can get down to that 165 like he's saying, it could be a big problem.
And that's that experience. He's been in here a long time. He understands exactly. You don't need to rush. You don't need to just go in there and wing punches. You got to wait for openings. It's all about precision and timing and accuracy. And he looked beautiful in doing that. Just landing a good punch in the right spot. It's over.
Indeed. And 2 minutes is like a sprint to us. However, that doesn't mean you need to be sprinting the whole time, let alone with your eyes closed.
Josh, let's talk about our main event. Another live performance, and then our final fight of the night, BKFC Blood for Blood. So this was at 175 pounds. Our main event at 185 pounds. Alexander Shikalai, better known as Alex the Terrible, he's already performed tonight, and now he will be making his BKFC debut. But he's not just a musician, he's a legitimate fighter. This will be his 4th bare-knuckle fight against Cameron Delano. He's a bull rider on the PBR circuit. He's also a legitimate fighter. He's 1-0 in BKFC. Talk about what you think both fighters need to do, because they have very different approaches, very different backgrounds.
Well, for one, no matter what happens, you need to keep your wits about you. It doesn't matter what you've been hit with. If you get dropped or anything, that fight's not over. Stay in that. But at the same time, do not lose your head due to all the adrenaline of being in this ring, maybe performing tonight, hearing all this metal music, and getting psyched up in front of this amazing, it looks like a sold-out crowd tonight. Don't let that go to your head and break apart your form, because a guy who can be a bull rider, a guy who wrestles bears and does metal music on stage and fight, and both these guys fight bare knuckle, you know they got that fire inside them. They've got that animal that wants to come out, but you have to tame it. You have to bite in the right places. You just don't go crazy.
That's the thing. I mean, Delano in his last fight got dropped, got up to win. It's going to be different for Alex. I mean, he performed tonight. What does that do to you? What does that adrenaline dump like? I don't know. I can't predict that. I've never seen that before. So could that be a factor in this? We're going to have to see.
Very well. But the one thing I do know about Alex is the first bare-knuckle fight he lost was not a knockout. That was him just toe-to-toe, swallowing in his own blood, and just throwing leather for, well, knuckle for knuckle. Got to get used to it. I used to fight, you know, MMA, no holds barred, headbutts, everything. And I did bare knuckle in Poland, but with clinching and elbows. So it's, you know, not new to me, but hell, I'm so used to putting gloves on.
You and Chris both came from the time when people unfortunately called MMA an HB.
Well, you know, good thing, because that's how you get Alex Stiebling and Jason Godsey. Ain't that
Listen
right?
to him. Throwing quotes from my people back in the day. I love it.
I am.
Josh Barnett, an absolute
Good to see you
pleasure.
guys.
Thank
Thanks,
you so
baby.
much for
Appreciate
joining
it.
us on commentary. That is the great Josh Barnett. Our co-main event of the evening, and outstanding, was the Englishman Jake Bostwick. Now 5 wins in BKFC. Roderick Stewart felt that he would use his jab, his speed, but Bostwick exploding to the inside. The overhand right, the 10 count from Chris Young to Stewart, and that is the fight. The winner by way of second round knockout, Jake Bostwick defeats Roderick Stewart.
Okay, so this is a true story from the Alp archives. Actually, this happened a week ago today. I'm sitting having coffee with my wife, my hot blonde wife, and she throws in an Alp, 9 milligram tropical fruit, and she looks me straight in the face and says verbatim, "I can't believe there was a time when I didn't have Alp. Thank you for making it." She actually said that to me. Alp, she'll thank you for it. Get some at alppouch.com.
This is combat sports. The grind that tests your body, your mind, your will. Every roll, every choke, every drop of sweat, it's earned. On the mat, there are no excuses. Just pressure, struggle, and the fight to keep moving. Champions aren't built in the spotlight. They're built here, where toughness meets discipline, where confidence is forged. Ball boys, built for the fight, fueled for greatness.
It? My new boyfriend. So sweet. Look what he just sent me.
Ooh, that's a lovely view.
Huh?
What are you two looking at?
Tip pick.
What did you say?
Tip pick. Tickets to the show with no hidden fees.
TickPick, the only major no-fee ticket site with the same seats at better prices.
In the fight, recovery is everything.
Beyond mindset, beyond muscles, they work on that deeper frequency.
After just one track, my thoughts carry more weight.
They recalibrate my whole system.
Elevate your game.
Like a mental reset button.
They synchronize my brainwaves.
And that's why I use Rasha.
Real champions use Rasha. Own your excellence. Rasha Scalar Sonic headphones.
There I was, enjoying my flight. No food, no energy, but suddenly I found bucked up energy drinks and protein drinks that were insanely delicious. I wasn't just surviving, I was thriving. But like all good things, my time on the island was coming to an end. Although I missed that island, I still feel like $1 million.
And we are here in the Ocean Center, Daytona Beach. Blood for Blood is brought to you by Bucked Up, feel like $1 million. Bet Online, War Materials, and TickPick. Oh my goodness. We are all fired up here in the Ocean Center, a legendary venue. The music absolutely off the chain. The decibel level is insane right now. Like my phone, everything's telling me to get out of here because it's too damn loud. But it's all good. We're having a blast out here, guys. We are glad to have you with us. Blood for Blood, the first ever in BKFC history and combat sports history. And we got a lot of superstars in the house. one more performance coming up. Zakk Wylde, the Black Label Society. But let's check in with Jose Mengen, who is standing by with a special guest.
What's going on ringside here with Jack Simmons, guitar player from Slaughter to Prevail, and it was actually his idea, him and Alex, to do this whole thing. But first off, you were just on stage a few hours ago, crushing it here at the first ever Blood for Blood event. How did it feel playing at an event that you came up with?
It felt fucking amazing. Honestly, the energy is unreal. It's the most energetic, best atmosphere show, honestly, we've ever played. It's amazing.
So, dude, I know that you are so ready to freaking maybe get in the ring yourself. I know your manager cut you right there.
Oh, yeah. I think this shit, that's going to be done in the ring. The only problem is he's way taller than me. Hey. But, you know... Honestly, so proud of Alex. Just to see what he's going through, what he's achieved, and what he's going to achieve. I have nothing but love and admiration for how far he takes things, executes things, and it's just amazing.
Congratulations, Jack, and you guys, because this is one hell of an event. Just to hear all the metal that's happening and what's happening behind us and how professional this whole thing is, and when we're doing this live stream, it's kind of nuts, right, Jack?
Yeah, it's honestly amazing. I'm lost for words. It's awesome.
So I know Slaughter to Prevail is performing on Sunday. You guys are one of the final bands at one of the biggest rock festivals in the U.S. Welcome to Rockville. Yeah. You're going from this to that. Kind of crazy. How does it feel?
Honestly, at this point, I just came back from tour. I'm kind of burnt out, but this night, it just gives me energy. We're gonna crush it at Rockville. I can't fucking wait. It's one of the best festivals in America because of the fans, because of the audience, and the vibes. So I'm fucking ready.
Hey, and congratulations for your success of the band. Slaughter to Prevail is killing it, man. So thank you so much, Jack, from Slaughter to Prevail. We're gonna go back to Cyrus here at Blood for Blood.
Oh man, Jack Simmons is all fired up. It's one of his ideas. I mean, listen, it all came to fruition. It all came to reality. And it is really over-delivering, more than we ever thought it was going to be. This house, these fans are at a fever pitch right now. They're loving the music. They're loving the fights. They're getting finishes all night long. And we still got one more band, and we got one more fight to go. Wow. I'll tell you what, that main event, that final fight, the one that kind of sold the whole event, Alex the Terrible, Cameron Delano. There's something about this. Who would have thought the two 1-0 fighters would get everybody all riled up, that would sell a whole event? Well, it has. Alex the Terrible, Cameron Delano, the main event of Blood for Blood.
I never quit. This guy broke my nose, completely whole nose went inward. I didn't even shake, I didn't fall. I fought till the end. So I'm not even ready for war, I am the war. There is no balance, it's just who I am, you know? And I love music, I love martial arts, I love bare-knuckle fights, and I will have fun, that's it. And metal energy is the same energy as the fight energy. It gives you more energy to work out, more harder. Fighting energy is the same energy. A lot of people watch me, they're not my fans, they want to see me fall. If you know how to fight, if you have a big heart, you have chance. And I have a big heart. It's more brutal and it's more primal. Bare-knuckle boxing could be very, very painful. And you have to stand your ground and you have to learn how to keep fighting through this pain. I not do this for money. I'm not doing this because I need to do this. I will leave my heart in the ring. Cameron, you ready? Because I'm ready.
You ready?
They call me the Bull. I fight out of Liberty, South Carolina. I am a professional bull rider. I do live in the rodeo lifestyle, and that's where I developed my grit to be able to also withstand the punishment. Similarities in bull riding and bare knuckle would be the grit, the ability to get knocked down and get back up. The difference between bull riding and bare knuckle, though, is the guy across from me is not a 2,000-pound beast. I'll be in the backstage, preparing for battle. We are the main event fight. I'm not going to allow anything to distract me from this battle. We're both aggressive. We both come forward, and we're going to give the fans what they want. I would have to say I think Alex's biggest weakness is his false confidence. He thinks I'm just going to be someone he can come in here and steamroll over, and that's not going to happen. They think I'm just going to be someone to come in there and get hit and not get back up. I'm used to facing bulls every single time, and I lose that battle 9 out of 10 times, and I still get back on them. So chasing a man that I think I can win is easy compared to that. Alex, I know you think I'm just someone you can steamroll over. I know you've been sleeping on me. I'm coming to show you tonight how you're in the fight of a lifetime. If you think you've been in a fight before, when I hit you with this right hand, you're going to soon understand who you're going against.
All right, and here we are. Blood for Blood. That main event is going to be insane. And I'm standing by with one of the craziest ones on the roster. Your brand new cruiserweight champion, the one and only Esteban Rodriguez, the Mohawk in the house.
Let's go!
You fit in perfectly here, bro. How you loving the vibe here at Blood for Blood?
This is where legends are made right here, baby. Blood for Blood. If you ain't see it, go check it out. This is the new rocket all the way to the moon, baby. Let's go.
Absolutely, man. And you just came off an absolutely incredible victory over Chris Camozzi, and obviously you've been able to kind of let that settle. Now you're a world champion. What's life like as world champion for Esteban Rodriguez?
It has been phenomenal. I've been walking on cloud 9 ever since, being able to get back to the people and show what dreams are capable of and what dreams are made of. This has literally been a dream come true, and words do not begin to explain it. This is the beginning of something new. The world is really gonna feel the true champion that is coming your way.
It's one of those pinch yourself moments, like, is this real right now? Am I a world champion? Am I a Blood for Blood surrounded by rock stars, incredible fights? And I gotta wonder, man, what could be next? Who are they going to put in front of you? Who's going to be the next one that steps up for that title?
I'm taking every single name out in the 205 division. I don't care who they are. I don't care where they come from. We going worldwide, taking them all out. Everybody's going to get put on the victim list, and they're coming for this hardware. I'm going to be the first fighter to make every champion that tries to come my way scared, baby. Let's go.
I think you need to head to the mosh pit next. Go get crazy in the mosh pit. Esteban Rodriguez, cruiserweight champ, folks. Big performances tonight. Well, guess what? In August 8th, we are opening in Sturgis for Megadeth. Go to BKFC.com. It is BKFC Sturgis #3, and it is going to be absolutely insane. It is Blood for Blood live from Daytona Beach. Black Label Society is coming up next. Let's go.
Thursday, June 4th, it's BKFC Fight Night Hollywood. In the main event, the popular bare-knuckle fighting OG Julian Lane meets the rising force known as Bryce Henry. Experience versus a warrior who hasn't tasted defeat. In the co-main event, the 7-1 Gogo Slaveski looks to keep his momentum alive when he fights the relentless Johnny Tello. It's the world's most exciting combat sport, Bare-Knuckle Fighting Championship. Watch the raw, unfiltered combat live on the BKFC app. Download it at BKFC.com.
welcome to the first ever Blood for Blood. Thank you so much for being here in Daytona Beach. Thank you for watching all over the world. This has been incredible, the mix of metal and bare-knuckle fighting. My mind is freaking, what the fuck is happening? But right now, for the final performance of the night, we have Father Zakk Wylde, guitar player for Ozzy Osbourne. Yeah! Ozzy, we love you! Ozzy! 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 Ozzy is here, and we love you, and he's with the fucking man on stage. Give it up for Blood for Blood for Black Label Society!
Brother Jeff. Get it on!
Oh man, Black Label Society absolutely tore it up here at Blood for Blood. Your final performance, possibly. I've heard that Alex the Terrible may want to perform if he gets a big knockout here, but incredible. I'm ringside here with Anthony Lionheart-Smith. Great to see you, man, at a BKFC event. I know you were coming off a bare-knuckle victory, so you're kind of getting used to taking those gloves off. When you see something like this, does it get your mind going, get those gears turning like, man, I could probably do some damage in the BKFC?
Listen, bare knuckle is a different beast. It really is. This is the bare bones of what fighting really is. There's no mistakes that you can be made. You can have a fight finished in no time. I love watching bare knuckle. I love the BKFC. We got metal bands fucking rocking. We got bands going crazy. I don't know that I've ever been in an event this cool. I'm having the time of my life.
Yeah, it's something different, right? We talked about this off camera. It's always nice when something different comes along. BKFC is obviously something different, but then you throw this in the mix, and it makes it that much better. Man, there's lots to get excited about. Obviously, having a guy like Alex the Terrible, he's a 1-0 guy, taking on a PBR rider in Cameron Delano. Normally, you'd be like, I don't know about that, but it seems like it fits really, really well in an environment like this.
We got rock stars, we got bull riders, and we have bare knuckle fighting. I don't know how you get a better mix than that. I don't care who you put in the square circle. It's going to be a bare knuckle fight, and it's going to be exciting, and I can't wait for it. I've just grown to love this bare knuckle world. I finally had my first experience doing it myself, and it's different. It really is different, guys. I know that we have these long MMA careers, and we feel like this is going to be the same thing, but without gloves. It's not. It's different. These are special athletes, and I don't think we're giving them enough respect. This is a different sport, and it is so exciting.
Well, listen, if you see Esteban Rodriguez, the Mohawk, our new cruiserweight champion, don't pick any fights, sir. Don't pick any fights.
He beat up one of my best friends, so I had a hard time shaking his hand, but he had an amazing fight. He looked great. He gave Chris Camozzi exactly what he needed on his way out into retirement, having a baby, moving on to his next thing.
Thank you so much. Anthony Lionheart-Smith right here at Blood for Blood. It's going down, baby. Keep it rocking. Main event coming up. Absolutely insane, guys. Here we are, Blood for Blood. Main event, Alex the Terrible, Cameron Delano, right here at Daytona Beach.
Friday, May 22nd, the world's most exciting combat sport, Bare-Knuckle Fighting Championship returns to Coachella Valley. Live from Acrisure Arena in Palm Desert. Watch pro boxing champ Jamal Herring attempt to win his first bare-knuckle world title against the undefeated Nate Maness. Lightning fast action and knockout power you have to see live to believe. Anything can happen. Avoid the sellout. Get your tickets now at bkfc.com. That's bkfc.com. Saturday, May 30th, it's Bare-Knuckle Fighting Championship with high stakes and a superstar debut. In the main event, everything's on the line when the Brumtown Bomber Connor Tierney clashes with Rico Bon Franco for the interim welterweight championship of the world. In the co-main event, Darren the Gorilla Till makes his long-awaited bare-knuckle fighting debut against Aaron the Joker Chalmers. For more info on how to watch history unfold live, go to bkfc.com. That's bkfc.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Alex the Terrible.
Championship is presented by Fucked Up. Feel like $1 million bucks. Welcome to Daytona Beach, where we have flipped this thing upside down with Blood4Blood, the first ever combat sport event with a metal concert, 4 incredible bands, 4 incredible fights. Our main event coming up next. Let's go to our combat correspondent, Jose Mengen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please rise. Zakk Wylde is going to play the national anthem on guitar. Please rise, everyone.
In the light heavyweight division, Alex the Terrible versus Cameron Delano. The numbers presented by Bet Online.
All right, Sean, you can see Alex the Terrible, not only a 3-inch height advantage, but more importantly, an 8-inch reach advantage. He wants to stay long, stay outside, and he knows Delano not to get in and land power shots.
Cameron Delano made his BKFC debut June of last year. He defeated Jesse DeRozier by 3rd round TKO.
And not without adversity, but look at, he closes the distance and lands those power shots. Has to get inside, understands that, but pushes off the back foot very well. Really looks to close that distance, and when he gets in, he explodes. Knows what he has to do. Get in, get your hard punches in, get back out of range. Doesn't want to stay in the mid-range. That's it. All the way in, all the way out, explode in. He totally believes in his power, especially that right hand. If he can land the right hand, he feels like he's putting anybody down.
The devil thought he had me. Saw me standing in the rain. Saw scars from old battle.
Cameron Delano enters 1-0 in BKFC. He has had 6 amateur boxing bouts. Delano is a pro bull rider on the PBR circuit. Rich, your keys to victory in our main event of the evening for Cameron Delano are presented by Fucked Up Energy Drink.
All right, Cameron really wants to get on his bike the first round. A lot of movement. Don't just sit there and trade with the guy, because he feels like he can wear him down and his opponent will tire out. So utilize that clinch, slow your opponent down, and then he wants to take Alex into deep water, take him in that 2nd, 3rd round, get him tired, and then he can really capitalize on his punches.
Delano is naturally left-handed. He told us in our fighter meeting, I will mainly stand in ortho. He also said, I feel I have equal punching power in both hands.
It feels like he has more punching power than his opponent. Feels like he can shift his weight better. Feels like he really wants to have a fast pace in this fight. Make his opponent tired. He feels like he will gas out.
Of his opponent in this, our main event of the evening, set for 185 pounds, the Russian Alex the Terrible. Cameron Delano said, Alex the Terrible has knockdown power. I have knockout power.
Big difference. One thing he said that was interesting to me, he said that he felt like his last time he got more focus after he got hit, after he got knocked out. He felt like he was locked into place. I'm not sure if you want to continue to try that out, continue to get knocked down and get back up. It worked for him once, but he's got to be careful. You don't want to have to take it because that could be all she wrote in this fight.
Cameron Delano also told us in our fighter meeting, hard twos, uppercuts off of angles. I will keep throwing hard punches.
And he has to stay composed the whole time. He can't get caught up in the moment, caught in the adrenaline. He's got to stay composed and fight his fight.
Alexander Shikolai, known to the metal world by his stage name, Alex the Terrible, lead singer of Slaughter To Prevail, who just under 4 hours ago here in Daytona Beach performed. So from singing to fighting, BKFC Blood4Blood. Alex the Terrible set for his BKFC promotional debut. He has had 3 bare-knuckle bouts. Chris, your keys to victory for Alexander Shikolai, better known as Alex the Terrible, are presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink.
Okay, one thing this guy does well, he has very good head movement. He has to utilize that in this fight. Constantly moving that head and constant pressure. He wants to push his opponent backwards. But the main thing for him, he has to stay relaxed. He doesn't want to get tired. He wants to stay relaxed the entire time, pick his shots, and be smart.
In our fighter meeting, Alex the Terrible, who is a very bright, very articulate, very thoughtful person, said, I'm focused on being aggressive, but I also want to be technical. I want to be controlled.
Feels like a lot of body shots in this fight are important, John. And just look at this guy. He looks like that face, that big scar, looks like he's been a bare-knuckle fighter for a long time.
And Alex cut that scar into his own face. Alex the Terrible also told us in our fighter meeting, I believe that my opponent, Cameron Delano, will be effective with in-and-out movement. I have to negate that with naked twos as Delano comes forward. To get our main event of the evening started, we go back to the ring and Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now set for the main event. Scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the BKFC Light Heavyweight Division. Presented to you by BetOnline. Sanctioned tonight by the Florida State Athletic Commission. Chairwoman Tina Pike. Assistant Director Gregory Pitt. The 3 judges scoring our main event. Efren LeBron, Daniel Torres, Braden Jackson. And the third man inside the squared circle, our referee in charge of the action at the bell, Andrew Glenn. And now, with our BKFC knuckleheads and our Blood4Blood metalheads, watching live worldwide on the BKFC app, DAZN, and Veeps. From the sold-out Ocean Center, no gloves, no mercy, no way out. Fight fans of Daytona Beach, let's knuckle out! Introducing you first. Fighting out of the red corner, tonight he wears white trimmed in the proud colors of the United States of America. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. His official weight, 183.8 pounds. His BKFC record stands at 1-0. He is a PBR Pro Bull Rider and social media star. Fighting out of Liberty, South Carolina, here is Cameron the Bull Delano. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out the blue corner. Tonight he wears grizzly brown. He stands an even 6 feet tall. His official weight, 183 pounds. His bare-knuckle fighting record stands at 3 fights. Tonight, you saw this man center stage roaring lead vocals with Slaughter to Prevail. And now, he steps into the squared circle, ready to toe the line for his BKFC debut. Fighting out of Yekaterinburg, Russia! Here is Alex the Terrible!
Rejoining us on commentary is Brian Storm, host of Rock Feed.
This is a special night right here. We know how much Alex has put into this. 2 of his best friends have won tonight. Alex is very determined this evening.
Round number 1. White trunks for the American from South Carolina, Kevin Delano. Brown trunks for the Russian from Yekaterinburg. It's the Terrible.
You can see both guys have a lot of bad intentions, but also very nervous at that point. They got to relax a little bit.
Right hand gangster from Delano back to the outside. That's the Terrible. Forward to the mid-range. Down goes Alex the Terrible. Ruled aside by referee Andrew Glenn. Here's the mandatory 8 count now given to Alex the Terrible by Glenn. That's a short check left hook.
Again, that nervous energy, you see both guys not quite ready for this fight.
Right up from the center circle, you see the head movement, the upper body movement of Alex the Terrible. And to the inside comes Delano. Stop. Hands to the head. That's clever and effective from Alex the Terrible. Delano complaining to Andrew Glenn. He was punched to the back of the head. No response from Andrew Glenn other than fight on. With a feint from Alex the Terrible. Back to the inside comes Cameron Delano. 50 seconds remaining, round number 1. It's our main event of the evening, scheduled for 3 rounds of 185 pounds.
Delano continuing to say back of the head shots.
You see that blood there.
Delano doing a good job of really closing that gap, getting inside fighting where he wants to fight, not on the outside.
Now sequence. Punches back of the head, acknowledged success by Andrew Glenn again. And to the inside comes Cameron Delano. Level change from Delano. Short right hand from Alex the Terrible. That gets the separation from Andrew Glenn. Another soft right to Alex the Terrible from Andrew Glenn. The punches to the back of Delano's head. 10-second clock acknowledged by Andrew Glenn. Final seconds, round number 1. You see Delano cut in his scalp. 360 turn from Delano. The bell, that ends round number 1.
This is only a 3-round fight. That makes that knockdown absolutely huge.
The cut on the back of the head there, you can see the power in this fight on display for both Alex and Cameron in this round.
Absolutely. And you can just see coming in, just got knocked off balance It wasn't a damaging shot, but that doesn't matter. Got knocked off balance, hand touched the ground. Definitely considered it a knockdown.
Many of you see that scar on Alex's face there when he was coming up in the metal community. He cut that into his face. In 2023, I saw him wrestling a bear. Tens of millions of views later, he's become a heavy metal superstar, moved here from Russia, but that wasn't enough. He now has to be on top of the fight game. This is a man who is incredibly determined, unlike anyone I've ever known.
Well, he's got his work cut out for him at this point. Knocked down in the first. He really has to step it up in this second round.
See Andrew Glenn talking to Alex the Terrible as he's up to scratch to start round number 2. Just a softer warning from Glenn to Alex the Terrible. Punches to the back of Delano's head. Round number 2 underway. It's a back scalp cut. He's opened up on the back.
Oh, he got caught again. He got caught again.
Down number 2.
Right back up. He's got to be careful. He's still going to hurt. He's still going to hurt.
Knockdowns now recorded by Delano of Alex the Terrible. Round number 1 on the left hand here in round number 2.
He's got to be careful. He's battling. Better move. He better.
So much power in those punches from Cameron.
On the right hand to Stewart. Last touch. We're at 2-1 on the knockdown count. Delano protesting, but a mandatory 8.
He did. His hands hit the ground, but I still don't think he's as hurt as Alex is at this point.
Delano off the canvas. His hands touched. On the left hand, pull 2 just off the mark from Alex the Terrible. Alex the Terrible coming forward into the center circle. 50 seconds remaining, round number 2 of our main event.
Alex coming off a headline tour all over North America, training backstage and performing in the same night.
Heavy into the clinch. There's the overhook from Delano. Separation from Andrew Glenn.
It's better try and get another significant punch or knockdown in this round.
Jab from Alex the Terrible, definitely blocked from Cameron Delano. Swing and a miss, counter right hand from Delano, overhand right from Alex the Terrible. 2 straight knockdowns recorded by Delano that Alex is lands a clean right hand that staggers Delano. Closing stages, round number 2. Right hand again from Alex the Terrible as we move to the 4th final round.
That was a close round. Alex landed a couple good punches down the stretch. I'm not sure if it was enough to win in that round.
The determination on display from Alex. He refuses to give up despite taking those power shots from Cameron.
Those were significant punches. And Alex the Terrible was, I felt, hurt pretty bad after that. He did a good job of masking it. Got the knockdown. Very fortunate to get that knockdown. And here's the very end of the round. Good right hand landed by Alex, knocking his opponent backwards. Once again, that might have saved him the round. It might not have. Not real sure at this point.
Our friend, the great Jacob Stitch Duran, who was with us for BKFC 1. The corner of Alex the Terrible for BKFC Blood.
And the stars are in the building tonight, that's for sure.
Third and final round, Alex the Terrible versus Cameron Delano. Delano to the jab. Now Alex the Terrible to the inside, back to the mid-range. Right hand from Delano.
You can see Alex feels like he has to come in and get a knockdown.
What about hand from Alex the Terrible on the counter, and knockdown number 3 of Alex the Terrible, recorded by Cameron Delano.
And he's bleeding pretty good. He's hurt. He's hurt. Let this go.
The assessment from Andrew Glenn. Wow. This fight is over. Victory for Cameron Delano.
Wow, unbelievable. Alex, we thought maybe he was starting to turn around at the end of that last round. Delano comes in, gets a victory of his lifetime. Upset everybody here. They were all cheering for the guy who played music earlier. Not going to happen tonight. He loves being a spoiler.
This man put his heart and soul into this night. What a heartbreak.
I mean, and Delano getting hit, getting rocked, came back with a vicious right hand that landed clean. Watch. Perfectly placed. And that was just as Alex the Terrible was really starting to take over this fight. Delano said, not today, retaliate.
Our crafted replay presented by Forged Irish Stout. Chris and Brian, as you saw, just before what proved to be the final punch of the fight, the right hand from Delano, Alex the Terrible landed a clean right hand, and it was the counter two from Delano that sent Alex the Terrible to the canvas for the third time in this fight. Referee Andrew Glenn feeling that Alex the Terrible cannot safely continue, and Cameron Delano with adversity and overcoming that adversity, overcoming the knockdown in round 2, now 2-0 in BKFC.
Cameron making a name for himself tonight. This is quite the victory. He is absolutely making a statement against a competitor like Alex Terrible.
I mean, and not only that, it's difficult dealing with a hostile crowd, a hostile environment. And you can tell, I mean, this is the crowd for Alex the Terrible. He played here. Everybody knew he played, and it was a big story. He's going to come, and he's going to win a fight after. Oh, no, he's not. He's going to come and he's going to fight. Doesn't mean he's going to have to win. Cameron would love to be the spoiler, and he was.
And look at the respect for the other teams there. Cameron going over, embracing these competitors tonight. Alex also a gentleman, even in defeat. This is a tough battle for him. These fighters we knew all along had so much respect for one another.
Brian, you know this as a hardcore BKFC fan. No soft landings. It doesn't matter if you're Paulie Malignaggi, Paige Van Zandt, Michael Venom Page, or Alex the Terrible. No A-side, B-side played by David Feldman in Bare-Knuckle Fighting Championship.
This is unlike anything I have ever seen. Blood for Blood on the verge of Welcome to Rockville tomorrow. All the stars in attendance. What a night.
Brian Storm, the host of Rock Feed, Bare-Knuckle Fighting Championship superfan. It's been outstanding work. Thank you so much for joining us on commentary for our main event as well as our opening bout of the night.
What an honor, gentlemen. Thank you so much.
Here's Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge of the action, Andrew Glenn, steps in calling a stop to this fight at 29 seconds, round number 3. For your winner by TKO, the undefeated Cameron the Bull Delano.
All right, the Bull, Cameron Delano, congratulations. Alex, don't go anywhere. I want to get a question with you as well. Man, you came into a hostile territory here. We talk about that a lot, but I mean, you had a whole damn arena of people that wanted to see Alex the Terrible get a win in the main event. You came in focused. You had a tremendous fight. I think this was the best you ever looked. How do you feel about your performance tonight?
Look, I'm a little disappointed in my training camp. I know for a fact I could have done better in my training camp. Alex is a tough son of a bitch. I knew on that third round, we was about to go fucking at it. So I appreciate it. I love him for it. I'm a huge fan. I want fucking Garbarino next! Stop fucking hiding and come out to play!
Wow, statement made there from you, Cameron Delano. And we're so glad you got your W tonight, man. Let's talk to Alex the Terrible real quick. Alex, come on in, my friend. All right, Daytona. Wow. Bro, at the end of the day, I think what this shows is that you could have taken an opponent that maybe didn't give you as much of a fight as what you gave tonight. Cameron Delano came in, he was 1-0, he's a hard hitter. You took the fight, you performed earlier. I think this is a W all the way around. I know you're not happy that you lost, but that was badass. What a badass night, Alex.
What's up, people? Thank you so much. Of course, I'm very sad. I'm lost. It fucking sucks. But sometimes shit happens. And, you know, I feel sad, but at the same time, I feel so fucking happy because we made this fucking Blood for Blood event.
I'll tell you what, this is one of the coolest events that we've ever seen. All the celebrities, all the fighters are saying the exact same thing. When you think about the future of something like this, what it can be, what's the future look like for Blood? Can we see you back inside this ring? Because that was insanity.
Thank you. I think it sucks. It was sucks. I was fighting like a fucking, I don't know, fucking bitch.
Come on, man.
But anyway, I'm in a boxing game like maybe for 3 years or 4 years. I'm a new guy, and I'm strongly believe in myself, like stupidly believe in myself. And like, you know, you saw this shit, you know? I thought I was gonna fucking kick this fucking guy's ass, you know? But he's a tough opponent. His punch is fucking tough, you know? Strong punches. He broke my nose again. But I'm gonna perform in the Rockville this Sunday no matter what. And listen guys, a lot of people says I'm tough. I'm not tough. I'm scared literally of everything, but I try to fight my fears. This is why I do this shit, you know what I mean? And I hope you guys love these shows. I hope you guys love these fights. Awesome bands. For me, it's a fucking honor, you know? Big shout out for David Feldman and Conor McGregor, of course. Big shout out for my family, for my wife. She's in the corner. Sweetheart, I'm all right. My nose is broken again, but tonight's gonna be sex.
Amazing! Yo, Daytona, if you want to do this again next year, show some love for Alex the Terrible!
Alex the Terrible, so gracious in defeat and quality in victory for Cameron Delano. Full credit to both of these fighters because they're accomplished in other fields. Alex the Terrible is a superstar in the metal world. And again, Cameron Delano has reached the pinnacle of bull riding. He's on the PBR circuit. Both come in the bare knuckle. This was Alex the Terrible's BKFC debut, but his 4th overall fight in the sport of bare knuckle. And Cameron Delano now 2-0 in BKFC.
And Sean, you can just hear from the crowd's response how important these guys are in other realms, other fields. I mean, the music industry, Alex the Terrible, everybody here was here to see him perform. And these two guys performed admirably. I mean, what a great main event, back and forth. Both guys got dropped. People got up off the canvas to win. Everything I want in a bare knuckle fight.
Chris, I've commentated for other promotions where they've mixed music, and I will say that the music people maybe lacked a little bit of grace. That was not the case here. Everybody who we encountered, the musicians, their handlers, the managers, the roadies, everybody has been so gracious, absolutely first class.
Yeah, I mean, I know this was like a heavy metal concert. You'd think there's some mean people. Not a chance. Everybody here, like I said, treated us like gold, and hopefully we do come back next year. I'd like to see you doing this every year.
Outstanding in our main event. Again, credit in defeat to Alex the Terrible, pulling himself off of the canvas in round number 2 to knock down Cameron Delano, and full credit in victory for Cameron Delano, recording the knockdown of Alex the Terrible in round 1, again in round number 2, off the canvas for the finish in round 3. In our main event of the evening, the winner by way of round 3 technical knockout, Cameron Delano defeats Alex the Terrible.
Well, what a night here in Daytona. And look at that, another suit ruined. You know, I just got to get some, I don't know what kind of thing I could spray on these suits. I got to do something here because they just keep getting ruined. My dry cleaner's sick of this. That being said, this was a movie. Absolutely incredible. Daytona, Ocean Center, Blood for Blood, all the blood. And even though Alex the Terrible didn't get the W, that was a badass fight. 4 incredible fights tonight. Finishes all night long. Superstars in the building. 4 amazing bands as well. This was a rousing success, and I hope we do it every year. That was a blast. But of course, we got to do some more PKFC business. We got plenty of more events coming up here. Coming up on the 22nd of this month, we got to Palm Desert, California. It is Manus taking on Herring for the Bantamweight Championship. And then we move to Birmingham in UK. Tierney and Franco for the Welterweight Championship. Till and Chalmers on that one, the debut of Darren Till. We go into June. Hollywood, Florida on the 4th. Nashville, Tennessee on the 19th. Can't wait for that one. And then, folks, we're going to Hammond, Indiana, right outside of Chi-Town. We got some more? Let's go to July. All right, the Liberty Brawl. That's right. One day before Independence Day, celebrating America 250 in Philly. Watch out for announcements on that card. It's going to be insane. Naples, Italy just announced July 18th. And then Montevideo, Uruguay. Yes, July 25th. Going to be a wild July. And as mentioned earlier, we're going back to the Buffalo Chip. We are going to Sturgis once again for the 3rd year in a row, and we are opening for freaking Megadeth. That's right, Metal Mayhem once again. Guys, this was a special event, over-delivered all night long. Big shout out to all the metalheads and all the knuckleheads out there. And for Sean Wheelock, for Ryan Sosa, for Chris Lytle, for our incredible team, for Jeff Houston, our production team, Josh Barnett, Ryan Storm, everybody that stepped in, we appreciate it. Jose Mangan, absolutely insane. What a night, folks. We will see you next time. Good fight and good night from Daytona.